We're live.
There we go.
Oh, man. You
That'll
see, here's
do
the
it.
problem, man. You can't let off the D, man. You gotta have that D in the stream key.
Well, you know, 8 equals D.
Hey, beautiful
Tilted,
people,
tilted,
what is
tilted.
going on? We might be able to do a show tonight. This show is brought to you courtesy of the ludicrously expensive, overpriced charter, not regular charter. No, not regular charter. Business grade charter Spectre. They're just a little bit afraid of, like, gale force winds. They don't want to put people up on poles or something like that. Pasha, I say.
I say give them those squirrel suits and then send them up the poles.
You know
Fly, tech man, fly.
I might pay a little bit extra for this one. So yeah, hey, we just somehow managed to. We kind of were rolling back through it. We're on very limited bandwidth tonight, so hopefully it'll stick together. You might notice we're not in 1080p. Luxo Dave, thank you for the
Luxo
follow.
Dave, thank you.
See, man, we're bringing in the kids, man, with the hipsters, with the pixels.
We got
retro.
to replace the potato with the banana with a potato for this stream, though.
Oh man,
It's
that
fucking
is a
potato
thing.
munching.
So we got it together. We're kind of in limp mode, but we do have some video going out. We do have some audio coming out for audio-only listeners in the Discord. Hopefully that's coming through, and we'll be able to get through an episode. Yeah, we're not in our normal 1080p 60 gloriousness. No. This is very vintage. And we couldn't,
Cinematic.
after a bit of research in the pre super shows, we found that there's not an available ASCII shader for OBS.
Nor can you stream to Twitch at 480i.
Yes.
No, yeah.
That was more of a curiosity thing, but it had to be fun. You know, we had to go places.
We were so concerned with if we could, we never stopped to consider if we should.
So what do we have tonight? Bit of Steam Deck news, and what else do we got? Stadia news.
Yeah, that is unexpected.
Yeah,
yes.
right? We get interesting things that are going on with DXVK, and a fun little game that just requires the keyboard and patience.
Yeah. It will teach you how to button mash more effectively.
Oh, man.
Oh, hey, thank you for the resub, Gameatron. That prime time of the month. There we go. Yeah, thank you.
Hopefully this time next week, everything will be realigned, and we'll get Strider on. Strider's got his deck in his hand.
Yeah, they gave him a dev kit too, so he had to upgrade it to the latest thing. It was busted on arrival.
Mm-hmm. So we'll find out how Lutris runs on the deck.
Yes. Gonna be crucial if you want to run some of those non-Steam games.
Well, you know what?
Or you could install Windows.
You could, but then again, Jordan, you might want to play games on your deck.
Yes. You might actually, have some battery life and some performance.
My anti-cheat.
Yeah.
I can't play Destiny on Linux without getting banned on my Steam Deck, so now I have to run it through Windows.
Oh, man. You know what? That's kind of the issue with like Starlink. I was approved for that, and I can't justify a $120 a month hobby. Another one.
Aside from the drug abuse, actually,
man.
I don't know what you could abuse
Yes,
for
another.
$25 a month.
$25, $120 a month. Probably alcohol would work.
Yeah, some really, really cheap weed.
Destiny 2. Yeah.
It looks cool. I like the vibe, but you know, Bungies are a bunch of gaping, flapping assholes, and so
Control freaks is seems to be the accurate description because as Strider then discovered, you get banned for doing the stupidest shit.
Well, it was kind of interesting watching Strider spend a day trying to get banned, only to find out that afternoon that Valve was like, "Here's the deck."
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to have to rent a. Okay, but like I also have a PlayStation 4, so what the fuck am I complaining about? Like, but I don't want to play a shooter on. I don't want to play an FPS with a controller. Ew. Actually, it's third-person shooter, whatever. I still don't want to play it with a controller.
You get banned also by running like hardware monitoring while you're playing Destiny 2. It'll get you banned.
Isn't Destiny 2 free to play?
Yes.
That's probably why. Yeah.
Is it free to play? They were doing a free weekend, but I don't know if it's.
Well, I'm sure it's free to.
The DLC, I think you have to pay for, but
Everything
the base game is
monetized
free.
at it, right? Like if you want to walk. Oh,
You want to run. All right, is Destiny 2 completely free? Okay, no, it is free. Never mind. Ignore me. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I wasn't 100% on that, but usually when a game company development studio comes back and hits people with the attitude of like usually when your first thought is like, well, why don't you get a refund? I was like, right, yeah, you know what? Here's your refund. Like, but it's free to play. Exactly. Shut up and do what we say.
It wasn't always though. I think you did have to buy it at one point.
Oh, you can also buy it for $80
at first.
Yeah.
But at that time, it was also on Battle.net, not on Steam.
That's right. Yeah, when that brief experiment that didn't go anywhere.
I was tempted. Somebody posted in Discord earlier. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. This afternoon's been kind of a blur, but that Madness Returns is on Steam now.
Oh yeah, the Alice game. That was yesterday. Yeah.
I
don't know.
Well, EA did say that they were going to start doing that.
I've wanted to play that.
American McGee's Alice Returns.
That was the first game I ever got to work with hardware acceleration under Linux. So 2000.
All right.
22 years ago.
Quake 2 engine or Quake 3 engine?
I think it was Quake 3. Or no, but it might have been a highly modified Quake 2. Could have been.
It was one of those. It was one of the id engines, yes.
I just remember playing the original Alice going, how are you making the engine do this?
Witchcraft.
It was a different time. I used to have the box for it. I bought a copy of it because it worked with Line X. Kinda. You had to play in a window on your 13-inch monitor, which is a little window, but hey, man, it worked. Madness Return. I've never played Madness Return, so maybe I'll look that up.
Malice Returns?
Madness. Myth 2? Oh, yeah.
Myth 2. That was a
Soul
Loki
Blighter
one.
I still have that disc. Yes, I do. Yep. Like the only box copy I still have from the Loki stuff is that metal something, whatever. It was a dumb
Heavy
game.
Metal Fact 2?
No, it was. That was the one I don't own.
Heavy Gear?
Heavy Gear. That sounds legit. It was the dumb one. I installed it all of them. This is when we had no games to play, but I got all the Loki games on clearance for a few bucks. And yeah, I popped that in, played around like the tutorial. I'm like, fuck this game, man. I don't want to play this.
That is my strategy for acquiring PS4 games. Like, oh, drugstore has a bargain bin. What's in here? Oh, Fallout 4 for $5. Yoink. Yeah.
What it thought it was like, yeah, I just want to see what it looks like on a PS4, yeah?
Those mystical 30 FPS at 900p, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's how that's how I've been playing Elden Ring. Except it's like 60, not 30, but still 900p.
It's not really 60 all the time now, is it?
Nope. Sometimes, if you're looking in a certain direction of the open world, it goes, yeah, 48's like the best I can do right now. It's like, fine, whatever. If there's a boss fight, I'll just face the other way.
You gotta attack the box with your ass or whatever.
No,
just
man,
like
it's a completely different
No,
strat.
just
You gotta-
circle around the boss and look the other way. It's like, there we go. Now I can actually fight you because I can actually have, reasonable input latency.
You have to kite the boss into like a less populated area.
fart souls. Yeah.
Yeah. But I felt real proud of myself earlier today that I defeated the 2 tree sentinels in front of the gates of the capital city. It's like, both at the same time too.
Did any of you play Boogerman for the Sega Genesis?
Do I have to Google this?
Maybe.
Boogerman.
It was a platformer where you attacked by like flicking boogers at people, and when you farted, or when you jumped, you double jumped by farting.
I remember seeing
Boogerman.
that cover, but no.
That's what needs to come back. Boogerman.
Attempted revival in 2013. All right. Oh, we got a Kickstarter. They 375 by November. Announced the pledge will be rewarded in the exclusive co-op mode. It only reached 40 grand. So no, there was no love for the Boogerman.
Boo. Burns.
So, I guess
I was saying Burns.
we can try this. Maybe give it a shot, see if we can do a show. See if it blows up. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Who knows? Crazier things have happened. I mean, if we really want to do like the authentic old school LGC, we just got to wait around for about 4 more hours before we start.
Right? We'll get started about midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but man, back when we were fucking young, we're not like completely dead by the end of it. Like, oh my body.
It's like the show's over. All right, now time to start the show. Descent 3. Did I have Descent 3? Yeah, I had Descent 3. I still have Descent 3. I think. Get off my lawn. I don't remember.
The word
Which one
Yarden
of the Descents
is
is on
Jordan
Steam
in Hebrew
now
and that means
has a
descent.
Linux version?
That's my one contribution here.
We see Linux Neuro. We've been doing this show long enough to where the internet now has more rules.
Yeah, once upon a time we were just like fucking let's watch some fucking YouTube videos,
Yeah,
man.
right?
Who gives
Like a
a
perfectly
shit?
normal thing of like, hey, yeah, let's go find some funny stuff on the internet to like riff on. No, can't do that anymore.
Don't own the rights to that.
It's the man. It's the internet man.
This is how you get embroiled in a 7-year-long legal battle with Tomcat.
All right. Let's brave it, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Let's put our grind to the nose stones.
Ah, yes, Descent 3 is
now I'm just
on
thinking
Steam,
of,
the
Nosepass.
native Linux version, yes.
Yeah. That's all I thought of. Nosepass. I don't know why it says fart channel, but it's accurate.
If it works, right? Hashtag fart channel. And welcome back to another Linux Gamecast Weekly. The show that covers the latest Linux gaming news, reviews, how-tos, and most importantly, whatever the hell else we come up with. I'm Old Man Vin and beautiful 480p-O-Vision this week because hi Charter, your business internet exploded. I look forward to you deducting that from my bill. That'll never happen. But here in beautiful downtown Athens, Georgia, joined this week by the man up in Toronto, one Jordan Svang. He is a Stargate watching machine. And speaking of machines, the Dark Souls 100 hours in, and the game's only been out for 3 days. One page of Mateus.
A couple of weeks, but yeah.
What is time anymore,
He
Pedro?
doesn't know. Well, he had to think about it. He's like, is that right? I don't remember.
Well, it's at that point like no, that happened 2 weeks ago. No, that happened yesterday.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Even on like Wednesday, we were doing weekly day. I legitimately had to crack open the calendar. A, what day was it? B, what month was it? Legitimately 2 questions. But hey, life finds a way. So we were kind of talking about in the pre super shows in the olden days, in the old time, 10 years ago. Like the maximum amount of bandwidth I had available to stream was like 2.4 megabits up. So we're very much in limp mode. Jordan and Pedro are getting the like reference pixels.
Potato experience.
Yeah.
We can technically see who's on screen at this point.
It's like if
I feel veritably French fried.
If you were, developed vision problems later on, and you're like, I see a blur, but it's a familiar blur. That's kind of where we're at this week.
I wonder if you could like take those depixelization, like those demosaicing algorithms, and apply it to this episode of Linux.
Man, there's an industry in Japan that would fuck that up, man. There is. So, hey, we wanted to be live for you. Chat Realm Dynamic helping us form Cocaine Voltron. That is a thing. But gentlemen, what have we been up to? I know, Pedro, you haven't posted anything because you've consisted of work, Dark Souls,
Elden Ring, but yes. it's as it turns out, the new Dark Souls that's not called Dark Souls is actually a pretty fun and pretty good game. My 1080 can only do 1600 by 900 on the medium preset, and it holds 60 most of the time, except sometimes when you're out in the big open world, you're looking a certain way and it goes 40. Okay, 40 it is.
Hey man, you've
but
been playing
that
games
hasn't
on
stopped
Linux
me.
long enough to know that. You know that. Yeah, that guy better look at the floor right now. Jordan, outside of coining Skull Ducat.
Yeah, Skull. I'm really mad that like at no point during that last episode of Picard we're like, nah, it's me, the talking skull of Gold Ducat, motherfucker, I'm back. Yeah. No. I finished my training block this week. My body is in a lot of pain. I'm looking forward to a week of recovery.
Is that different than like completing a training sphere?
Yes, because then I have to deadlift up ways and down ways. I prefer the workout hemisphere.
Okay. Seems like a nice rounded solution. Haven't been playing around with a whole lot. Boring stuff in the studio, like swapping out cables. And yeah, nothing exciting to report. The most exciting thing I had was coming home this afternoon. No, it was yesterday, because I confirmed it this afternoon. Went to play Trackmania. Come hang out with us. We're doing it again Tuesday for practice session, and the rest of the filthy casuals go to stream, because you typically don't check the upload stream. My bandwidth's relatively stable to where, like, what the hell? I still kind of flip out if there's ever an issue. And I go to light up the Twitch stream yesterday when we're going to do our points match. You know, we hand out some free games and stuff like that. And it's just like, well, you put in that service call, and I went and checked it this afternoon when I got home. I'm like, well, that's still a problem. And Charter's like, get wrecked. It's windy, son. Click. Fine. Yeah.
That blows.
Not as much as the horse.
Man, no. Insert your own oral sex reference here. It's the Steam.
Lytics.
Gluck, gluck, gluck.
That's the sound the horse makes. That's how you know, man.
Listen, the horse is also the throat goat. Let's be real.
Okay. So, happy, merry year of Steam, everyone. The 2021 year in review is out, and Steam's got a bunch of stuff to just kind of lay it down, just drop it on the table. Tell you things, what's going on? 27% increase in spending with everyone. So, yeah, they are printing 27% more money, which is awesome. 2.6 million first-time purchases each month, not throughout the year, each month of 2021. And those remote play numbers, I didn't see them anywhere, Jordan. I was looking around. I'm like, where are they at?
Yeah. What they were saying was like the out of the total number of remote play sessions of people just like streaming shit to their phone, 34% of them were actually people engaging in like multiplayer games for like using remote play instead of couch co-op. So apparently it is getting some adoption. About one third of about a third of all the remote play together sessions.
Which is, I mean, okay, yeah, but if it is 1/3 of people are actually using Steam Remote Play, then there aren't a whole lot of people using the streaming thing.
Well, I mean, that would have to work under Linux, Pedro.
Well, yes. But speaking of, the thing that jumped out at me, because they have the section about the Steam Deck at the end, is they did something real clever in two ways. They did the deck reservation thing, so it's like, oh yeah, we could just have people throw $5, £4, I think it was €5 too, to reserve their place in the queue, and then we can actually have the release the following year, so we can have double the profits and curb the whole secondary market for people trying to scalp the Steam Deck. They're trying. If you go look on eBay, you do see some scalpers attempting to sell, I think it's like $1,300 or something like that for a Steam Deck.
Hang on, I might be going to eBay right now. We got to take a look. Oh, look, yes,
GPD Win,
the ever elusive
Steam
Deck OS 3. This is totally legit, you guys. We got to buy one of these.
Oh yeah, no, they threw Steam OS on the GPD Win too. Oh man,
this
experience.
Please give me a description. Come on. This is not a Steam Deck. Aw.
I like how eBay is just completely fucked. It's like, not a Steam Deck. Did you be here's your search results for Steam Deck. That's not Steam Deck. Oh man.
In-hand fast shipping, 20 bids, 18 and bidding.
24 bids, 1,600. Oh, Canada.
People are paying for this shit though. That's what
the FOMO. It's bad.
That is,
but speaking of the deck, as it turns out, Valve did it good. Elden Ring, as I mentioned earlier, it was a bit choppy. Well, it still is a bit choppy if you have a Pascal GPU, but if you have a Steam Deck, as it turns out, it runs very, very well. And how, you may ask? Because Valve went, we're just going to push all of the shader caches and everything on release, so people playing it on Linux using VIC-83D actually had a much better experience than those playing on Windows using the native DX12.
Man, those crabs look like a pain in the ass to kill too, man.
Giant enemy crabs, man.
Yes. The crabs are not too bad. It's the lobsters. Damage. The lobsters are the real pain in the ass. But yeah, it is significantly smoother if you're trying to play Elden Ring on Linux. The frame rates may not be as high as if you have like a high-end GPU, obviously, but it is consistently smoother because, yeah, you don't have to wait for it to cache. You don't have to wait for the object streaming while you're in the big open world, because it is a big, massive world, because it's already cached. So... And you could actually test the difference on that, because when it first released, Valve had the Proton Experimental with the bleeding edge bits that had all of this in place, and you had, say, Proton GE, which had none of this. So you can switch between the two and see exactly what kind of experience the people on Windows were getting, and it was rough. It was real rough. Now that Proton G is based on Proton Experimental, it's up to par, so it's not an issue.
I mean, this is the, I've been saying this for a while. This is the pro of having Valve controlling the driver stack all the way down. Shitty DirectX 12 programming be damned. You want to do reads from write-only memory? That's fine. We got you. Violates the whole resizable bar thing, but you know,
you're not supposed to be doing that.
We can't reasonably expect programmers to adhere to their spec of the API.
Don't throw the entire development community. The deck has shown its true power right now, and that power is overcoming a, I guess, expected shite-tastic Japanese PC port of a video game. I mean, nobody went...
It's not the first time From Software has had a shite-tastic...
I'm just saying, in general, nobody went gasp when they're like, a performance issue. Yeah, you knew that was going to come. I'm kind of curious though. Like, what do they mean by smoother than an RTX 3070?
Consistent frame times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it like the frame time is consistent. It's again, you're getting lower overall FPS, but the frame time is consistent. So if you always have the frame time, it looks smoother.
That was one of the advantages of ACO as a shader compiler, is that it's a lot faster than LLVM, so it can support the faster shader or the frame delivery timings. So
well, Jordan, couldn't this all be solved by just getting rid of this Linux thing and installing a Hacker OS on your Linux gaming console?
Can't hear you.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Stay tuned for the 10-hour version of that.
Absolutely, it's going to loop. I can probably keep it up for at least like 10 minutes. But then never mind. End of that joke. So Valve has finally released the Windows drivers for the Steam Deck. People were saying, "Oh, we gotta see how Windows runs on the Steam Deck. We gotta see the real comparison, see if SteamOS is even worth it." Lo and behold, we got GPU drivers, we got Wi-Fi drivers, there's Bluetooth drivers, but Windows has finally reached feature parity with Linux. Sound does not work on the deck unless you have a USB dongle that will provide just a generic sound thing. Yeah, so there's that. There's also the fact that, the battery life is complete garbo. Performance is shit. Windows 10 only, because they don't have the TPM module. That's apparently coming in a revision though, so there will be decks out in the future sometime that will support Windows 11, but right now, no dice. Games run so bad that GPD tried to put out like, look at this PC marks or this 3D mark score on the Steam Deck. It's so bad, lol. And there's like a Windows start menu, like clearly at the bottom.
Wait, what? I missed this.
Yeah, this was it was in Discord. I think it was earlier today. It was Daisy or someone like that. As I scroll furiously up, but what was it? It was Daisy. GPD, their Twitter account put out a thing like, interesting, bad 3D mark score, but it was of the Steam Deck running Windows, and the entire Twitter thread was just like people roasting them.
Pointing out, it's like, so you ran the 1440p benchmark on the deck, and you're claiming that it's not so good. Yeah. Can you do that with one of your own devices too? We'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Why would they waste? Because here's my real question: does anybody put those two, like, I don't have those like mentally in the same category,
the GPD versus the Steam Deck.
Yeah,
the GPD Win 3 is close-ish.
I don't know. I was multitasking. I'm sorry. I had to spam that. There we are on deck.
Oh man, Linux Gamecast on Steam Deck verified for deck.
We're on the deck.
You can rub the areolas, and my nipples will get hard.
Oh man,
guaranteed. Send your support tickets to Valve if it doesn't work. It's a Proton issue.
Hey, I won't go ahead and tell everybody it didn't fall in tonight because we're having some bandwidth issues, but hopefully, plus it'll be a better experience next week. We'll get Strider on. Strider's got his deck in his hands right now, and he's going to be tell us about how, things other than Valve works. He knows a thing or two about that Lutris program. But, yeah, no sound. Don't expect anything like that. No support from Valve. They were just flat out saying that. Do not contact Valve if you run off and install your hacker operating system on your Linux console.
It's like, you can have the drivers, do with them as you will. We don't support it.
I watched that entire Linus Tech Tips video about it, and the entire time he was complaining, like, why isn't Valve? Do we really think Valve is going to support Windows on the deck? They should be providing drivers.
It's like, oh, yes, all of those arguments that I've heard Linux
there's no
users
optimization
say
for Windows on the deck.
After device. Game after game, and now someone is saying that, but for Windows.
Why is the performance different? It's hilarious.
Now, you can see the argument, because this is something on the Linux side we dealt with for a long. No official support from vendors. So we got to roll our own. Welcome to the club. Okay, now that bit has been flipped. So yes, it's officially supported, and you're going to get the hardware and software support under Linux. On Windows, have fun. Roll your own.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Windows, rely on the community. Oh, what's that? The Windows community isn't quite as
Here's what I'm scared of, though. Here's what
savvy?
I'm scared of. Install Windows 10 on your deck.sh.
I said it in Discord earlier. I want to see someone get fucking OS 10 running on the Steam Deck. I want to see how games perform natively in OS 10 on the Steam Deck.
Well, you can do it only after you've updated your deck.
Yes, because there's a new client available for the Steam Deck. If you're one of the lucky few to have either gotten your review unit or your dev kit,
And your dongle,
if you're a game
don't forget your
developer or
dongle.
software developer. Yes.
Your
You just go to Micro Center in downtown LA.
Yes.
And, like, not find a USB dock.
After you get the USB Type-C thing. But yeah, if you have one, there's a new update, and you may have noticed the option. Yeah, the big one that Vin's highlighting there. Added a 15 FPS option to the little slidery thing, which used to have just 30, 40-something, 60, and uncapped, I think it was the last one. But now you have 15 as well. Yeah, and the it's got a bunch of new controller-specific things, like you have numeric display values to the setting sliders, and the ability to manually enter a specific value on the setting sliders. So those sliders are getting a lot of love. What's the other one? Oh, also for the sliders. There we go. Fix the bug where the last change to a setting slider wouldn't save.
Is this Valve or White Castle? Like, yeah, seriously.
I don't know.
There's talk about like the 15 frames a second thing. I don't know. I guess like Pedro, I think you got it right on the money, right? Like it's either gonna be like porn, it's gonna be like hentai visual novels, which Foxy in the notes has correctly identified that it's supposed to be clop, not hentai. So Mr. Foxdog, thank you for the corruption. Puzzle games and strategy games, shit like stuff that you would want to play for like extended periods of times that really don't rely on animation.
And the timing isn't really all that important. You just need to.
Yeah, because like the battery on the deck is like the most legitimate complaint. It has a very finite battery. So anything you can really do to stretch it out, aside from like adding some duct tape and a battery bank, is gonna you got to do what you got to do, right?
I'm immediately
also keyboard themes.
Well, I'm thinking about this, man. Like when you drop it down to like 15, because these apparently still sell. How many times have you been sorting through games and you're like, oh shit, that looks like a bitching cover. Or what is this? And you mouse over and it's just the white field text adventure thing.
Text.
Yeah. Like no graphics.
That could easily run at 1 FPS.
Yeah.
It'd be fine.
Yeah.
So
War Fortress. Yeah, like all that. There's a ton of stuff on Steam that doesn't require like a lot of frames. We review most of these games on Linux Gamecast. Stay tuned.
I mean, if your target's like 15 frames a second, 30 would be optimal. Maybe it's just like a setting for pirates. So that's how your eyes work, right? When you close one, you can only...
Oh, it's only 15 in each eye. They're
No.
asynchronous.
It's interlaced. Like you
15
got 480i, 480i. Aye, Captain.
Core Keeper. This is kind of fascinating.
Yeah, so you might think, oh, another Minecrafting game. What's so different about this one? Oh, let me tell you, this one's isometric, baby. You can add 0.5 a dimension to your Terraria experience. So Core Keeper, it's in early access right now, and it is a Minecrafting exploring building game, much like Terraria. Supports up to 8 people in co-op, which is kind of the big thing. 8 players is like
Online co-op. Online co-op.
It's the thing that we see so rarely, and every time someone's like, I will give your game a look if you have online like co-op or multiplayer, because like if it's something I wouldn't even otherwise consider, because it's like, hey, at least it's something I can play with a friend, right? I don't have to be alone in the COVID times,
right?
Trapped in my basement.
So unfortunately, I think with like 8 players, this will quickly devolve into like
factionalism. Yeah.
Well, possibly. Let's see what it takes to run. 64-bit processor, NVIDIA 1650 or 950 on the low end. Yeah, I mean, it requires what you would expect from a pixel game. But yeah, we're going to turn this into like Last Man Standing.
Yeah, just start like blaring some Megadeth Holy Wars.
I think that's pretty deep. So, what do we got up next? Oh,
Up next.
Up next, we have the news.
Okay.
Yeah, coming up next, we're going to talk to you about Stadia development and how you can write your own Windows emulator from scratch.
Brilliant.
All right. And of course, you can always head on over to vote.linuxgamecast.com, vote on some show titles that you
Wreck your decks.
Suggests. Ricky deck.
Yes, put your faces all over your deck.
I'll give I Captain a vote.
Let's have a look.
The horse is also the throat goat.
Familiar. Hellox. Internet exploded. Jordan showed limp mode.
Limp Biscuit mode. Oh man,
Big
we
deck
need like
energy.
an empty
I like that.
Fred Durst cover art. Yeah. A familiar blur.
That very
Oh.
much seems to be the case there, Strider.
No, I've had that conversation years and years ago with my friend Tammy. I went to pick her up because she broke her glasses and she had to go get a new prescription on it. She's like, I can't drive. I'm like, can you see how blind are you? She's like, you're a familiar blur. I knew what you look like. And she was blind, dude. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some people,
Anything
man.
that's like 10 feet away from Nori, if she's not wearing either contacts or glasses, is a blur. Myopia. It's a bitch.
Okay, so we got that rocking and rolling.
Close all of these tabs. Open up the next set of tabs.
See, I told you we'd look okay on the Steam Deck. Thank you, Strider.
Yeah.
480p. That's all you need for a deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said,
As it
if you're
turns
rubbing
out,
those.
lower resolution, FSR your way up to the 800p and cut the frame rate. There you go. There's your battery life.
And like I said, if you're rubbing those areolas, my nipples will get hard, and it's a Steam input bug if it doesn't work. So open up a ticket with it.
Oh, man. So we have that together. Okay.
I don't know. Here's a question: do you have the dedicated porn browser, Pedro?
Porn browser?
Porn browser, like you go into incognito mode, right? But like sometimes you just like crack open another browser specifically for the porn stuff.
No.
Not really.
I
I
don't
just
even have,
I keep the column in TweetDeck of what the people I follow like, and there's a couple of people on there that like a lot of the
Porny stuff.
naughty pictures. So every now and then it's like, oh, hello.
No, it's hepatitis. You gotta get it right.
Haptic-titus.
Yeah, I don't have like a specialized well, okay. Yeah, I do, but very boring ones. I use I don't use Firefox for that anymore. I use Chrome Vita for the shows, and Vivaldi is TweetDeck, and Chromium is show notes. Yeah, I don't have like a risky click browser. I guess it would just be Control-Shift-N or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, for the really like stuff that I'm not sure, it's usually not porn. It's usually like, I really want this game. It's not available anywhere. I remember playing it, and there's this really shady ass looking website. So I take that and I put it. It's usually
When you think about it, like when I'm trying to get some
Epiphany.
information, like you'll go to the site and I run script block and uBlock Origin, and you'll go to the site, just won't load. And you're like, I need something on this page. All right, fine. Control, and you lock in. You're like, that's why everyone runs all this shit. Okay,
So
third autoplay video starts following you down the screen. You're like, man.
hello, PC gamer.
Oh man, Forbes, yeah, like anything like that. It's just like, no.
Yeah,
And that's
I have
when I
the,
didn't read
the
your
rule
article.
on PC Gamer that you're not allowed to load any video players at all. Oh, is it a YouTube link? Okay, I'll just click the link then.
So here's the thing about KDE drugs. If you want to snort KDE, you got to burn an OpenSUSE live CD, put it in a blender, grind that up in the blender, and then snort the powder. That's how you do KDE.
There used to be a time where OpenSUSE had like the best integration for KDE in the desktop.
Yeah, SUSE was the KDE distro. And then it became Kubuntu, and then Canonical's like, we don't like that you're making our operating system usable. Stop it. And then...
And then Jonathan Rydell went, okay, I'm just going to take your operating system, clear out a bunch of the crap, and put KDE on it. It's like, oh, KDE Neon, right on.
I don't know, man. That's what I'm curious to ask Strider about. Like, which is probably better than he has more than 2 days to fuck around with it.
Yeah.
Is like, what's the desktop experience? Because, you're going to play with it. You're going to be sitting around like, what's there? Oh, all right, let me try this.
Yeah.
I didn't think about trying this.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I'm tired of playing games on the
compile
toilet.
A kernel?
I want.
I mean, real
Actually,
questions.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, legit. Yeah, for
It's
sure.
a quad core, 8 thread. So yeah.
We could do he could call in from the deck. If you want to stick up like late tonight, whatever was not late for you, if you're still around, well, you can try to Discord with your deck. Like I don't care in the after shows.
Discord.
Yeah, I'm not going to try it while we're trying to record the show in the after shows, and I'll light it up if you want to break something. Yeah. KDE by default. I was running KDE back then. I've always avoided GNOME. I've never, except for GNOME 2. I loved GNOME 2. I thought GNOME 2 was
Everyone
business.
liked GNOME 2. Yeah. GNOME 2 was basically the Linux desktop environment.
GNOME 2 just kind of like...
It had the highest share.
Yeah.
They got it right.
Yeah, I think it was... I think honestly, my big theory for GNOME 2's success was it was right in that sweet spot when people didn't really super hate on Macs. They were just those expensive computers that only rich people bought or artists. And here was something that looked close enough that you could put on your computer.
And you could make it look pretty much that on. Yeah.
Yeah. I think honestly that was like GNOME 2's biggest strength was they aped just enough of the OS X UI to like appeal to that side of people. And then like it was just a solid desktop environment. It didn't do anything like super crazy.
It was like I could put my programs up top. I could have my launcher down here and make everything auto hide. I'm like, all right, it got out of my way. It was that brief moment where I used something other than XFCE, the GNOME 3, popped that glue stick in its mouth and went to town, baby. It's like, no, we're gonna reinvent the way. I'm like, oh no, okay, fine. I'm just going back to XFCE.
I don't know.
Oh boy, we have performance stats.
Oh fuck.
Oh man. Actually, I gotta take a shit. I'll be back.
Peak performance stat, that one. FSR is off. There we go. Game scope, 60 FPS. Yep.
Oh man. How many FPS are we getting?
60 according to GameScope.
There we go. I'm just going to keep posting these on Twitter.
I mean, the receive rate is 152.12 kilobytes per second, so that's not bad. Should be enough to get the 480p's streamed over.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was watching The Fox. Because he was going through like setting, like disabling cores on the fly, setting GPU, the GPU clock on the fly. It's like, yeah, you can literally set your TDP for whatever you want. Just pick the GPU frequency, set how many cores you want, and according to what he found, lowering it to just 2 cores with simultaneous multi-threading in some games actually improved performance because the 2 cores that were active were running at a higher frequency because there wasn't as much heat. So they could actually go up higher. So the game would work better.
Oh man, I don't think anybody wants a gaming chair. A used one. They might. I don't know. Here's the thing, man. Put it out front with a sign on it with your mobile number and say $10 OBO, and somebody will steal it. If you put it outside for free, people are just going to assume there's something wrong with it.
Now, you see, right here, you put it next to the bins. There's a little cubby next to the bins. You put stuff there. Then you come back in to grab some other stuff. When you go back out, it's already gone. It's like, huh? Where'd it go? Huh?
So we could put some, what is the Apple tracker thing called?
Oh, the
AirTags?
AirTag, yes.
Yeah. People are having some fun with those, aren't they?
People are straight up using those as tracking devices for stuff that they shouldn't do. Yeah.
Can't seem to upload screenshots of non-Steam games. Oh, you know what? Throw it away. Send it to Pedro. It's broken. It's useless.
I think I remember saying something about non-Steam games on the deck, but it wasn't the screenshots. It was they were straight up not launching, which has been fixed now. Yeah, literally slipping AirTags into people's clothing is I know where you are the whole time.
Well, once they make tracking easy enough so an Apple user can do it, what do you expect, man? I don't know. I've never had, like, outside of like packages, like I really wish there was a cheap like AirTag, like disposable package thing. But I understand why you don't have that, because if you can access it, that means people trying to intercept it can access it too.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So it's the whole drone delivery thing. People set up like giant nets in like high traffic areas, like my God, human spiders. That's what we're turning into. Just a culture of spiders.
Well, you know, I wanted to, which I understand, which makes sense. Like when you do your Amazon delivery, you get the notification, and they're like, ooh, they're near. That means that you can pull up the thing and see where they are, you know, on the map. Like, why can't I get that at all times? It's like, because people would knock off the thing as soon as it made the first turn out of the, yeah.
No, just follow the dude home. Just like see where he lives.
Yeah.
Well, you need to see if you can get Curse of the Raven spray up and running.
No, I keep saying you need to have a GPU plugged into your DIMM slot in order for that to even have a chance of working. That's how you assemble a computer properly.
Wouldn't that be fun if it had
more tea. I'll be back.
What if it had a Thunderbolt port on it? So for an eGPU on your deck.
Yeah, that's Thunderbolt on Ryzen Mobile isn't a super common thing. I don't think.
No, it's not. Thunderbolt on like Ryzen, even the Threadripper, is kind of scarce.
Yeah, Intel doesn't want AMD to have that, as it seems.
Not true.
Because
motherboard manufacturers don't want to pay the licensing cost. Because the razor thin margin on motherboards.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's why USB won against FireWire. USB was dog shit compared to what FireWire was. Don't worry, you'll break it, then move it off the desk eventually.
No, this is all from this week. I took the giant pile of dishes up, and lo and behold, there's a new one starting. It's a mystery. I don't know what's causing it.
Ooh, spooky. Oh man.
Ghost keeps coming down into my office and eating lunch at my desk.
Damn it. But shit like that, if you want to do psychological warfare on friends and family, I mean, it's little stuff like that. Like, put an empty bowl out with a spoon in it in their kitchen.
Yeah.
And leave. You can literally install a card. Well, it's got that buy four for the NVMe, right? So I guess you could get like a buy one or a buy four adapter.
Bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like run
it's
a
gonna
ribbon
be. It's,
cable
gonna,
out
it's
of
not
it.
going to be very portable anymore. But
You can put some wheels on it.
no. I want to see like the ribbon cable like just hanging out the back of the Steam Deck with like a fucking dedicated GPU plugged into it.
Just swinging.
Yeah. It's suspended because like the tension between like the cable and the monitor and then the cable and the Steam Deck is just like
Right. Oh man. So, all right. How big is the news? News is
tiny.
reasonable. I didn't see too much this week.
Yeah, no, slow week. The big thing came out. Everyone's just like, can we get shit to run on the deck?
Right.
Oh, we can install Windows on the deck. So now everyone's rerunning all the tests they did last week, but on Windows now, and realizing, maybe running
Gamers Nexus tests on Windows.
I am reminded of those psychopaths that like try to get Android running on an iPhone. It's like okay, you can theoretically do that, sure, but why?
And the battery time on that was also atrocious. You could get like 30 minutes from a full battery. It's like, oops.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, you got to look at this from like AMD's perspective, because everyone needs to keep in mind that this is a custom silicon inside Steam Deck that AMD had to design and develop the drivers, the GPU and all that stuff to make sure everything hums. They have no reason and or incentive to make it work on anything other than Linux, because Valve came out and said, we don't support that.
Yeah.
So AMD's like, why would we do that?
Well, they want to put out a
These
driver.
drivers on Windows aren't very good either.
But what they want to do is they want to say like, yo, people who want like add-in board partners, like if you're looking for a custom PCB, we can provide you with something that will run Windows for your fucking industrial control I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of that like they would like bulk sell those little Steam Deck motherboards for, is like industrial control shit.
Even
Or
if
is
they,
the people behind the IAs and the 1Xs and GPD, if they were willing to pay the bulk price that I'm sure Valve did.
okay, here's another thing. I mean, again, it's custom silicon. I mean, that's if it's even in the agreement after exclusivity time block is up that they're allowed to sell that. Because this very much could be one off. Like, no, this is, like, who's the other two people that have enough money to make AMD print for them? That'd be Microsoft and Sony. And it took a long time before we saw Jaguar silicon that was available. And even then, it had the GPU part nerfed.
Yeah.
So that very much could be the situation with the Steam Deck. Like, you might not be seeing that. There we go.
We just get the shitty binned ones.
Yeah.
All right, it's happening. All right, okay, we got to cut off the LGC live stream. Whatever that is going to be infinitely more entertaining. We can't top that. Do you want to watch us talk about a stupid keyboard video game, or do you want to see a fucking pirate video game explode on handheld?
You could start
Right,
your
like-
entire Twitch channel with that. Curse of the Ravens Cry on Steam Deck 24/7.
Full playthrough.
That's all it is. Speedrun.
It's a pretty big game, too. So, yeah.
But here's the thing, though. I don't know if latter parts of it are actually tested, because I don't think anyone actually got there.
Right.
I know I took the boat to the far edge of the map just to see if there was something. And there was something there.
Was there just a giant middle finger raising out of the ocean?
That's what the game
No,
did to
it
me.
was
I
a
played
very
it long
barren
enough
bit
to,
of forest with some enemies.
like get
that was
enough
it.
money to get the ship that I wanted, then the game thing just like crashed, and I lost probably 6-7 hours worth of progress of saving. I was like, that's the last time I ever saw that game.
Yeah.
It might be because I don't know. Let me get something to drink. We're gonna go do the news. We got a game and one piece of hate mail to close out the night, because I want to get this done while everything's still kind of working.
Yeah. might be a little bit of a truncated after show.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm looking through the reports. I don't see Vendetta. I don't think it's been. Nope.
No.
It is still unknown. It hasn't been.
No one wants to play it. Like, if you look on, like, Steam stats, Strider running this game is going to be, like, the first one since we fucking reviewed it.
I mean, I'm looking at Strider's screenshot there, and people who played previously. Fen, myself, Jordan, and MT.
Yep. like I said, I have smart money's on that.
Let's see. Steam charts. Vendetta. Curse the Raven's Cry. No, 30-day average. 70 people. 69.1.
Really?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is playing this game? Strider?
I don't fucking know. But currently, there is only one person playing it.
Are they on Twitch? Can we watch them?
I don't know. It seems to have waves because it goes like single digits and then it shoots back up to 300. It's like some YouTuber picks up on it, goes, "Oh yeah, this is shit. Let's play a video." Then a bunch of people play it, and then it drops back down.
Yeah, because they play it and they're like, "Oh, this isn't fun broken. This is just broken. Okay."
Yeah, this is actually sad broken because you see all the work that went into it, and it's still shit.
Well, you saw what the first dev team was able to finish, and what the second dev team just kind of crammed through at the end.
It screams like the first dev team was probably Reality Pump because it's that publisher, and you could see stuff like Enclave, their old game. It's very similar, like incredibly detailed, but very very janky.
Oh yeah, it's Daylight Shavings this week.
Yes, suck it, Daylight.
So Pedro, you got
next
some
week. It's an hour early. Yeah, we gotta remember that.
All right, everyone, lock and load. Not necessarily in that order.
Shots. Part 2.
New segment in 3, 2. Wait. Now.
Am I waiting? Okay, right. Well, it's the news. Now that the waiting is over, I hope it was as thrilling for you as it was for me. If you'd like to, I don't know, if you liked what you've seen so far, and you think that it's a good idea to support this particular brand of crazy stuff that
Baby,
happens.
you got to walk into
Jordan,
it. You got to work on your sales pitch. You got to walk in and be like, "Hey, man, check it out. We're going to call it the Linux Gamecast Diet Plan. Having problems sticking to your diet? What you got to do is become a Patreon.
Shit.
Head over to patreon.com/Linux Gamecast. If you pledge to a high enough
give us your
level,
lunch money.
Exactly. It will cut into your food budget. We will be doing you a favor.
Absolutely. Amongst the other things Linux Gamecast does to help you lose weight, like a parasite, is actually suck the life force out of you, and we've been doing it for 499 episodes. Yeah, but head on over to patreon.com, sign up for that. You get cool shit for becoming a patron. You get access to our Discord channel, which you can also get by subbing to us on Twitch, but you get cooler shit via Discord or via Patreon, like the pre super shows and video feed, custom RSS feeds, early access to videos that Ven puts out. Ven, do we have any interfacing Linux stuff coming up?
Thanks for reminding me. I need you to go over the VX222. I've written the warning bits. So take a look at that when you get a chance. And hey, if you just like this nonsense, this train wreck, this is just a slice of this train wreck. This train wreck has a beginning and an end. This is just the juicy middle part. I put that in podcast format and video format this week. It's going to be in special 480p vision because brought to you by Charter Business. But normally that's in the much higher quality custom RSS feed. Throwing all that in there, trying to sweeten the pot, and we do appreciate your support. But if you'd like to wear us all over your face, chest, and
wait, we got to thank some people though. We got some new Patreons. We got Steen, and we got Tomas.
We got Steam.
Stein.
Oh, not the actual Steam. Okay,
I don't know. I had a reflex reaction to go update when you said that.
of the Thomas.
I was confused, man. New
Pedro,
patrons, and Tamaz is a new executive producer.
So Pedro has to come up with some cool new facts about our new Patreon.
This is true.
I really wish you wouldn't remember that.
Never gonna let you live it down. Never.
I don't know. Is it pronounced Steen or Stein? Either way, it is a very powerful name. Totally unrelated to a Ven Stone or technically my first name.
What about Ven
actually
Stein?
means stone in old Greek. But and Tomas, I do wonder because I do know a Tomas, the developer of Euro Truck Simulator. That's the one Tomas that I'm aware of. So if that's not you,
he's
I'm
gonna
totally
drive
sorry.
a truck on you.
I really hope so.
Maybe he's going to run a train on him. Hey, check this out, though. As I was saying, store.linuxgamecast.com. Put us all over your face, chest, and neck. We got shirts. We got stickers. We got posters. We do not have this poster. Sorry, that's one of the guys that I made.
We don't sell those. We don't have the rights to that.
Doesn't exist. And yeah, we appreciate your support. Like the show, subscribe, do all the fun stuff and social media things, and click bells and shit, and we will forever be your best friends. Now, we need to talk about something.
Wish zones?
That is even cooler than Wish Zones. By the way, we got Wish Zones. Head over to linuxgamecast.com over the support thing, and there's a drop down. Jordan has a wish place. Pedro's got a wish hole. I got one for the studio. Jill's got one. And if you want to buy something for the show, help us do what we do here. Most of it's like show related. Some of it's not, but hey, man, whatever. The bonus soda for this is you get to send in a little square piece of paper that all of us have to read. So make of that what you will.
You can even get your name in lights behind Ben's head.
I'm not going to tell him about that, man. Come on. I got to tell him about some. I'm excited, Jordan.
I know you are. You got to curb your enthusiasm.
Stadia's back.
From the dead? Forever?
Oh, man. Welcome. Okay, this is a post by,
Marvolo Newt.
Right. Let's go with that, man. Under speculation. What's one of these sessions from at Google for Game Developer Summit is unmodified Windows games on Stadia, which I did some looking around. I'm like, well, okay, is this going to be like a real thing? Is it? And there is, in fact, a talk that's going to be going down. I was surprised Google hasn't really admitted that Stadia still exists for a minute. It's been a couple of months. They're like, but then again, it's Google. And now they're covering a bunch of things like how to write a Windows emulator for Linux from scratch and other strange things.
22 minutes. Press X to doubt.
It's gonna go to get.wine.com, get clone the wine source.
I thought you were just gonna go to the Proton Git and just fork that.
Well, I don't know. Here's the thing though. I agree with you, Ben. Like maybe this is some stuff that Google should have put out a little bit earlier.
Also, hashtag just go fuck yourself, Destiny 2. Really.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. At least Google is capable of operating a live stream, so it shouldn't be the same train wreck from when Steam tried to live stream a bunch of their developer stuff. I hope.
I don't know. I was reading through all the updates and everything that Google was saying about Stadia. I'm like, man, holy fuck. That should have been available, every single bit of it, at launch, and you might have stood a chance, Google, because that sales pitch, that initial launch date with Stadia, with all the cool shit that it just doesn't do yet, 2 years on, maybe. I'm really surprised to see Google putting some money into something, because it's Google. They usually just take something and back, poof, gone, never happened. Now, Stadia is an example of what happens when you put the onus, all the work on the game developer side. You're like, even if you do that with and here's a check, you're going to get very limited return on that investment because that's a lot of damn work. They're like, oh, we got to port something over to this thing. Valve had it more interesting. Facilitate the ease for developers and publishers, making like the white label service, because I don't think what they're currently doing right now is going to sell anybody. But maybe if they can just like, all right, give us your Windows game and we can automatically Googlefy it and Stadia-ize it and it'll work as a streaming
Stadia-ize.
Yeah. Stadia-ize.
It's
like laser eyes, but with stadiums.
Yeah. Shoots an entire stadium out of an eye hole.
It only works once, but goddamn, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question here is, are they going to be doing their own version of Wine, or are we talking like running Windows in a KVM?
Gine.
Stein?
Plus.
There we go again.
Google is not... Are you implying that our newest Patreon is actually the Google middleware service allowing Windows games to run on Stadia?
It might
Possibly.
also be hush money.
Although
yes.
I did see the pedantic back and forth of Wine is not an emulator conversation on that particular Reddit thread. So if you two would like to have catharsis just from reading a Reddit thread, that's the one to go to. It's genius as someone just getting downvoted to high hell and not learning and doubling and tripling and quadrupling down on it.
When is this actually coming out? Because the talk hasn't happened yet. This is just the listing for the talk that will happen.
I don't know. Everything we know, we're going to tell you. We're going to put it in the show notes so you can click on the links and shit and find out for yourself. But Jordan, you had some thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, what the Stadia thing?
I'm just trying to move it through. Choo.
All right. Well, let's talk about non-streaming game portability options. WineSap OS. This is pretty neat. It is a distribution that you can throw on an external hard drive, and it is now based off of the latest SteamOS, and it lets you just run some games on library computers. Suck it, underpaid IT workers. But yeah, basically you plug it in, you mash F12 on the library computer BIOS screen, get it to boot off your external hard drive, play some games, profit. No NVIDIA support.
But what if I have a Mac OS?
Oh, well, so there's a lovely little readme here about like, well, why did you pick Linux for this operating system and not Mac OS? And they're like, games don't fucking run on Mac OS. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, but like I said, no NVIDIA support at the moment. It is Intel and AMD only. So if your library computer, for whatever reason, if your library is filled with computers with like RTX 2080s or whatever, A, tell me where you live and when that library closes, and B, you got a really cool library. I don't know. But yeah, it's available right now. You can play some games on public computer or at IKEA if you can hijack one of their POS terminals.
This kind of live OS with persistent storage is nothing new. But the gaming focus, that's interesting. I remember a couple of other distros in the past that try this, but they tend to disappear after a while. They just drop off the map, and then the last thing you hear is like, literally everything else is happening, and I'm not going to deal with this anymore. If anyone wants to take the mantle forward, by all means. But I do have a 120 gig SSD somewhere that I can repurpose for this just to give it a shot and see how it goes.
I don't know.
Play
I mean,
some
you
games on your work computer.
Install it on your Steam Deck.
Probably.
Divide by 0, bitches.
I mean, it is just SteamOS, so like,
yeah. Just to see what
yeah.
I mean, if I get my hands on a Steam Deck, I'm not actively asking for one either. So Valve, keep that in mind, because the next part, I will probably end up finding a way to brick it unintentionally. But like, I wonder if followed by.
As long as you can get into the BIOS, it's probably fine.
Yeah, Pedro, but I'm going to be sitting with my oscilloscope looking for test pads.
Right. Okay.
Well, I mean, the Steam Deck is still using X for the main KDE session, so you can tie it. You can use an oscilloscope as a display for your Steam Deck.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing that Valve has brought, Valve has helped facilitate is shader caching with
Vulkan cache.
Yeah, the Vulkan cache.
Yeah. It's one of the problems where when you're implementing, the DirectX 9 thing under Linux via Vulkan, you don't have all the built-in shit. So a lot of the times you're gonna have to, when you're starting up a new game via playing with Lutris, or even new games coming out on Steam, you're gonna have to run around in circles for a while until the game stops being chuggy. Valve tries to mitigate that by collecting the shader caches and distributing them to players so that you can play games a little bit faster. Pedro was talking about that as part of the reason why Elden Ring runs a little bit better on the Steam Deck. But it's not a vendor neutral solution. If you're gonna be gaming with Lutris, if you're gonna be gaming with Heroic, or you just want to launch some shit out of a terminal, you're going to be stuck running around in circles, but not anymore. DXV Cache Kcache, I don't know, is a vendor-neutral way of extracting the shader caches for games. There isn't a corresponding service to share them, but now we have the ability to extract them, and that is kind of the crucial step 0 before we can get around sharing it. So now that we have it, hopefully we can get like, I don't know, Shader Hub or something.
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah,
maybe some
that's what
Lutris
I wanna
integration.
see. Oh, yeah. I mean, you think about that because it's not just Valve you're dealing with. You got Lutris, you got Heroic Games Launcher, and maybe whatever's running Epic Games Store this week. But just having that database accessible would be pretty neat.
And yeah, I really want they do give you the how to contribute, so you have all the steps there. So get to sharing those shadery bits so that everyone and those projects can have access to it. Yes, please.
And, you're talking about how important this is because I can't speak to the latest Dark Souls. Say Elden Ring again.
Onion rings.
You already did.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
But I did have experience recently, which this is the old times with Apex Legends because I installed that and I played that within the first couple hours of it being officially supported, and that was a herky-jerky stutterfest because you're waiting for those shaders. The trick is to wait till that next day. Then you're like, I have to download 1.6 gigs of shaders, and all of a sudden everything's nice and smooth. So having that functionality just out of the box with a lot more people with other games that aren't necessarily on Steam, pretty good idea. Big fan of it. Now, Discord. Do you think you can get Discord on your deck? Would that be like, could you catch it? Like, ooh.
If you have Discord on your deck, please contact your doctor.
But or either a flat pack or just download the tar.gz and set it up yourself. But yes, you probably could. If you want an overlay, though, well, there's Discover. We talked about Discover, which it's still a terrible name because that's the name of the KDE package manager, also available on the Steam Deck. Go figure. But yeah, the Discord overlay, Discover, clever. They have enforced 1280 by 800 resolution if you're in Gamescope mode. So if you built your own box that you're running Gamescope, maybe you've been running some form of a Steam big picture mode. Well, then you're stuck at 1280 by 800, so you're going to have to get creative as to how you place the overlay. Outside of that, they do have couple of specific fixes for Gamescope, which, given the resolution,
you get bonus points for just having emerge. You got Gentoo support. Well done.
Yeah, you got the Fedora. Yeah, they did add a lot more sarcasm to their README too, as of this release.
They did.
Oh man, why do you keep making Discord overlays? I feel like I shouldn't have to at all. Until we get an official one, I might just create a new one every few months. Look forward to Rust and Vulkan versions coming in a few months. Sarcasm.
Woohoo!
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
No.
There you go. I am a fan of sarcastic readmes.
Who's old enough to remember when Discord we're going to do a Steam? Well, they kind of tried to do a Steam for
the Discord game store.
Yeah, it was like a whole weekend. And they're like, nah.
Yeah, that lasted for a whole of 3 months, and then
long enough to kind of like maybe they could do some, and it's gone. So it lives on. It lives on. But maybe you just want to make your own games. Maybe you do.
Yes. And maybe you don't want any of the widely available source, mildly available engines out there.
You're sitting around listening to your compact disc collection.
I'm listening to compact disc collisions, man. Just launching them at each other. Go.
Is it
yes.
Is that how they? Okay.
That is extremely. Let's not go there. If you want to make your own game, there's a new game engine, Game Studio 2D. It's fairly self-explanatory. It's a 2D game engine, and I was reading through the top bit there. It says other readmes. It's like audio and then graphics. To do. Game to do, engine to do. It's like, oh, okay. So what kind of game engine doesn't give you graphics, game, or the engine itself? Okay.
Listen,
it's the readmes that are to do.
No.
Right. Okay.
With this, you can make a really loud UI.
Yes. It's basically an entirely audio-only UI, which is something that, all seriousness, should actually exist. But the
Daredevil desktop.
Yeah. They actually have Valgrind support because I went, and this is a sizable like README file that they have here. But at the end they have like, Valgrind integration. Like they just tell you how to pipe things to Valgrind to get some debugging going. That's very good. That's very good.
It is. And I mean, like, when the entire thing is C++ based, using Qt and OpenGLES 2.0 and 3.0 for graphics, so it's going to be reasonably cross-platform. And like like the README says, the very, very long README, they're targeting primarily Windows, Linux, and WASM, so you can play it in a browser. Yeah, I don't know. It's always cool to see like new engine projects show up, because like, especially on GitHub, because you know, if you're a new game dev, you're looking to contribute to something, looking to get started somewhere.
Yeah,
here's something to pick up and play with.
That is I mean, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, that's a notification. I think I saw this on Hacker News, and I went and looked at it. I'm like, this has got a lot of work put into it so far.
Yeah, there's like a full ass editor implemented. Like, damn,
and
it actually looks really, really nice.
Yeah, it's something relatively new, and yeah, okay, is there room for yet another game engine? Yes, 100%, because we don't want to get it dialed down to Unity and
oh yeah, monoculture is so bad for software development. Right. No, we want lots of competition. We don't want to standardize on products. We want
but my fragmentation.
Shut up! It doesn't exist. Type us out of here, baby.
All right, coming up next, we're going to mash some keyboards like a potato and maybe do the twist.
Dvorak lives.
Potato Domo, no.
All right.
There we go. That's the music.
Let's take a peek over at vote.linuxgamecast.com, where you can play the home game and hop over there and click on buttons and numbers go up and shit. And just in case you're wondering, that might end up being a show title. No promises, but there's a better chance if you do versus if you don't. Like,
I'll give sarcastic read-me's a vote.
The Juicy Metal. And give that one the Potato Experience.
The Jimmy Potato Experience.
All right. So now I just need to get my game video up. Jimmy Potato. That's a potato. I don't know. This is like an element. High carb particles.
Yeah, someone just got full Steam VR running on the Steam Deck.
No, I want to see like the you know how Labo Cardboard has like the Switch VR thing, which is like a cardboard holster that you drop it into and put it on your head. I want to see that for the deck. Split the screen in half.
PT Dave, well, thank you very much. 5-month race up.
You know what I did play for about 10 minutes is the Valve thing, the latest Valve game.
Controller demo.
The job.
Yep. What was it? Aperture Job Simulator or whatever.
Something like that. Yeah, they were leaning very heavily on nostalgia. You know what's good, because it's boring as fuck. It's like, I'm out.
Yeah, because it's a controller tutorial. If you've never held the Steam controller in your hands before, here's what all the buttons do. There's an accelerometer, there's a touchscreen, there's nipples.
There we go. Quark Express, man. That's something that I thankfully haven't heard in a long time. That's brilliant. Let's keep that in distant memory.
I'm just never going to be happy, period. FX boy.
And to answer your question there, Linux Nuru, yes, there is Neutron.
Come on. Oh, isotope. Isotope can get bent. not as bad as Waves. Jeez. You want to talk about where software as a service is alive and well with audio plugins, pro audio plugins. They got some DRM and iLock hardware keys and plus required online connectivity that would make any DRM blush.
Very,
Why is
very
my audio
expensive math
plugin
formulas.
taking up 90% of my processor? Oh, it's phoning home. Okay.
You're talking like always online connectivity type of bullshit. Which is funny because even the crazy expensive packs, they'll just put them on fire sale every other month. No, Windows 10 is the last version of Windows, Linux Nero.
As it turns out, Windows 11 was a fever dream all this time.
But it's like that fever dream where you wake up and it turns out that it actually did happen.
That
I
explains
need to pee. I'll be right back.
BOS.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, if you're
I
just
need
tuning in for the first time, we're dressing up. We're going to sacrifice 132 API.
I need some spinal decompression. My God, it's...
I want a wheel to be
Right.
racked on. But with like safety measures and shit, because, well, you know what?
Right.
Fuck it. You know, if that's how you find the body.
Camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cult. When I say cult, you say cult.
I was thinking the other day, man, we need to get the kids and the youths eating the sauerkraut. We got to rebrand sauerkraut. Like, make it a... Like,
Make it sexy.
make it an energy thing, like a sports thing, like, I don't know, power kraut.
Pickle power.
It does exist, okay? It wasn't a fever dream. I remember I told you they were sports pickles.
Okay.
It like with the energy drinks and stuff like that, because I was walking by it, and, you know,
All right, I better
peripheral
Google sport
vision.
pickle.
I'm like, what the fuck? Was that a pickle? And it's like, yes, they're like energy things. And then I went back to look, because I'd mentioned it to either you or Pedro, and I couldn't find them. I'm like, okay, maybe I was just like not paying attention. They do exist. I didn't buy one, but they do exist. It is like electrolyte pickle or whatever. It is completely ridiculous. Huge fan of it. But I'm not paying $1. Yeah, 5-hour sauerkraut. 5-hour kraut. Fuck yes.
10 times more electrolytes than other sports drinks.
Okay, that's a lot fancier. This was just like, you know how they have like sausages in the plastic?
Yeah,
Single
like
thing
like
where
a
you
like
peel
a
it?
McSweeney's.
Yeah, with
like
the
jerky
juice
ones,
and
yeah.
shit in it. Yeah, it was like that,
Yeah.
but a pickle.
I've seen single pickles. The one I've seen is like extra hot pickle. Extra hot single pickle.
Now I'm going to say remind yourself of that next time you're at the grocery, pick one up. Because I don't know,
Sport pickles.
sports pickles. Because I'm just going to eat it. That's going to be it. Good night, folks. Dum.
Pickle out. This is the other sport pickle I found.
All right.
Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm going down a rabbit hole. Pickleball. That pickle is gonna molest someone.
Doesn't it, man? Like that. That's either kimchi or your neighbor.
All right, I don't know what this has to do with pickles, but it showed up in the image search, and I want to share it with you people. That's just a very good face. That's just a very good face.
Honey, do you have that picture of like when I was doing the shot put? And she's like, oh yeah, just search pickle.
Okay, hold on. Public service announcement: Sport Pickles, the best sport face. Okay, is Sport Pickle like a blog or something? Okay. Oh no! What the fuck? Why am I doing this?
See, this is why you absolutely need the
That's commitment right there.
Hey man, don't give out spoilers for Series 2 of Boba Fett.
Right? Man, what happened to Huel from Breaking Bad? My God.
All right.
You got jaundice.
I guess we're just going to run down regular order this time. So,
Yeah.
All right.
let me boot that up. I got to reset clocks. Good. All right. Prepare for my frustration.
Oh, dude, like I said, the only way you can play this game is like actively screaming. That tricks your brain into like, I gotta get in the flow state. Ah! Yeah.
All right, everyone. Click. Unclick. Good. Chair acquisition. Typing of the hand in 3, 2.
Oh shit, get out your extra clicky keyboards and start mashing on them. It's time for the chair acquisition. What is it? It's when we take a game, run it on a bunch of different Linux distributions with suspiciously similar hardware these days anyways.
You say that, wait until we all buy Intel cards.
Yeah, no, it's basically hardware monoculture. Whatever you can fucking afford anymore these days. My God.
Pretty much.
You know, without having to take on like a lien against your house. Anyways, we play some games on some Linux distributions. We give you our thoughts. We rate them on a scale of 1 to 4 lawn chairs. It's highly scientific. It is what NASA is considering using to measure Hawking radiation out of black holes in the future. But this week we're taking a look at UNCUT, done by Roppy Chop. I kept wanting to say Roppy Choppy, but it's just Roppy Chop Studios on the Unity engine. You can pick it up for about $8. Get to know your keyboard with this unique physics-based puzzle game. Roll, bounce, paint, and even break objects with each press of a key. We gotta thank Roppy Choppy for sending us some keys. All right. I guess let's go down the list. Ben, how'd it run on Debian?
3 minutes or less. What you're witnessing is the first moment of like, fucking really? Of your first playthrough of this game. But hey, look, it had a dark mode, which I put it in, and it was kind of brilliant. It saved me from burning out my eye holes. Now, you got a couple options though. You do, man. When you start like graphical options, you can play in full screen or 720p windowed. You can't resize it. Alt-Enter does that trick, and that's kind of brilliant. QWERTY support, QWERTY Z support, AZ QWERTY support, but fuck Dvorak. That can just get wrecked. No support for that keyboard layout. You do have options for sound. You can choose between on or off. It's kind of nice. And I'm running this on Debian 11 with an NVIDIA 2060 and a Threadripper 1920X, 32 gigs of RAM, just enough to get me through. Now let's talk about the fun. That's what you're here for. I had a good time with what I played. Balancing the cylinder, rolling some dice, popping a balloon. The cylinder, this is what you're seeing right now. It did a good job explaining how to use the other keys to align things. It's teaching us some lessons right out of the gate. And I'm going to say, that's well done. I like when I see that. And, you know, the dice were all right, but I discovered keyboard smashing also got the job done. Eventually, after I got frustrated one time, I'm like, smash, smash, smash. Then they're like, bing, you finished. I'm like, ha. Popping the balloons is where I tapped out. After a little bit of trying, because like the grip on the top of the keys were a bit much for my liking. And yes, I'm not going to get into a physics debate with this type of game. It's just, you know, Mr. Poppy Triangle was kind of made out of super glue or something like that. Very high friction. Still, I'm probably going to come back to this because I want to make a hamburger and play with the pew-pew lasers. I didn't get to that part yet. Kind of looking forward to it. And I like myself a good fuck around physics game with a little bit of optional RNG on the side, you know. And UNCUT, I got to say, it got the job done. And more importantly, I want to put this out there. you should absolutely be able to get your $7.99's worth out of this without really too much trouble. Now, notice I didn't say without too much frustration, because you will definitely encounter that. So yeah, solid 3 chairs for this. And that's not just because I'm a sucker for a good puzzle game.
Yeah, on Fedora 35, 64-bit with the R9 3900X and the GTX 1080 Ti. I launched out of the box in a very, very tiny window. You can go full screen and it's all right. The Doopy control music fits because you are duping around quite a bit. That sometimes the music is just like, okay, I get it. I'm stupid. Leave me alone. Stop bullying me. The controls are just a keyboard, but don't mash too hard because the spacebar and function keys aren't blocked out. And I have accidentally closed the game through the XFCE menu at least once, trying to mash. So just a heads up. Fun-wise, yeah, I spent most of my time during the game screaming because it helps me get into the flow state. I apparently cleared a couple puzzles that like only 3% of the actual player base have gotten past, so I'm gonna call that a win. Yeah, definitely not using a keyboard in any way I'm used to, and the challenges get progressively worse as you need to find ways to like contort your hand and utilize all fingers on your keyboard, and it's a bit of a challenge. The car driving one, that can fucking eat a bag of dicks. My lord, that was not fun. Balloon popping took a hot minute. Dice rolling was also there's a good variety. They milk the core mechanic very well. And based on you getting about 1 Chibo per level, I'm going to assume there are about 24 levels total. And given how much you're fucking around, you could probably hit the 2-hour mark on that. Yeah, I'm going to give this a recommendation. I really like it. I'm a glutton for punishment. I was like, fuck this game. And then I came back 5 minutes later. I'm like, all right, I got this fucker. I'm going to give it 3 chairs.
Yeah, it kind of does sneak up on you. Over here on the Ryzen 7 3700X and the GTX 1080, it launched out of the box. Yeah, 720p is all you get, unless you feel like futzing around with the prefs file. Even in full screen, it's just 720p, but upscaled. It holds 144 at 720p, because that's what it does. The background music, it's pretty good. I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. The graphics are, well, they're there. You can see on the video version they're serviceable. You can use the mouse for the menu, but it's a keyboard game, literally. It's a keyboard game that you can only play effectively if you have an English layout keyboard. And if you try to change the layout while the game is already running, that doesn't work. Believe me,
it's a good thing you're living in the land of the language, isn't it?
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's only for English US, because the English UK keyboard has an ISO layout, and that is an ANSI layout that the game gives you. And that's it. That's all you get. That's my big issue with it. I even tried some of the old, some of the workarounds that work for other games when they have localization issues. Like setting LC_all equals C, so it defaults to the one, but that doesn't make a difference. You really do need to change the layout as system-wide. But as for the fun, yes, it is fun if you have the aforementioned English keyboard, but that is going to push some people away. Probably not the majority, since according to the Steam survey, the majority of users on Steam, outside of China, seem to have their system set to English US. But still, even if you have the keyboard layout, like I was mentioning earlier, set to English UK, the ISO variant, like the backslash, is not above the enter key. It's actually down at the bottom. So, yeah. I really like weird games, like on KeyUp. I do. They force you to play with something that you're not usually used to doing. I mean, you're playing games on PC, you're probably using your keyboard, but this one, you're literally playing with your keyboard. Yeah, you are aware of your input device in a way that you never were before. And that's amazing. That's actually really, really well done. But yeah, the lack of proper, localized variants is something that I can't really overlook, so I can't give it the 4 chairs that it would otherwise have gotten, so it gets 3 3 chairs. Well-deserved 3 chairs.
Yeah, if you're looking for if you got $8 burning a hole in your pocket, this is not a bad way to spend it.
Oh man, this is absolutely fun. You're seeing you can it's like reset. This is a problem.
Can you nooch it?
I did run into him. Like, can I move this damn thing finally? And sometimes Jordan, you ran into it too. You can get the triangle. Triangle
flat against the shift key. Like it was at the far end of the shift key. Could not move it.
And it kind of sucked. And one thing I would say is maybe consider like setting the reset where it doesn't start you back at the beginning of that block where you have to go through all the puzzles. Because after I popped that first balloon,
that level specifically,
I popped that first balloon and I went, yeah, we're done. And went right like 3 balloons. Like, oh fuck this game.
It gives you like a really hard challenge, and it's like, yeah, all right, now do it 4 more times.
All in all, good job on that.
Yes. It's a decently done rage game. You know, they're so few and far between. Coming up next,
clever rage game.
Yes, coming up next, I got 99 problems, but wine isn't one? ? L'Oreal.
Yeah, I don't know if you sent one over, Pedro. I didn't see a video for it this week, so I just recorded when I was playing it.
I did.
Last one I have from you is Gun Tech 2.
I just guess I didn't.
Whoops. Was that just like in the thing ready to upload and you did like, I'm gonna upload this thing, get distracted?
No, that's the thing. It is uploaded and I copied the link. It's on my clipboard history. I guess I never pasted it. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Man, that's the worst too. It's like, no, I did it. No, I stopped 1 step shy of actually completing it, and my brain is lying to me and telling me that I did it. I hate when that happens.
Here's the link.
Senior moment.
Yeah.
Completely, yeah.
We've been at this for a decade now. We're old men.
Google chat thingy. There.
Yeah, there it is. Let's go take a look at some potential show titles. It looks like a familiar Blur is going to take this one. Potato Experience, strong second, though. Horses, that's too long, unfortunately. Big Deck Energy, I like that. Aye, Captain. Sarcastic readmes. Fucking really. Damn you, Twitch Bridge. Jordan's show enough. Game screaming.
Fucking really could be a show title for any episode of Linux Gamecast, let's be real.
Yes, Michael, we have plans of like not having to get by on like total of 6 megabits upload speed. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
It's gonna be Strider's Deck Extravaganza for episode 500.
That's it. You're gonna learn new things about your deck.
You're gonna learn new things about Strider, things you didn't want to know, but are now cursed with knowing forever.
And you see what? That worked out for the best. It's going to give Matthew more time to play with it. Plus, it saves me from the like, God damn it, I had everything set up for it. All right, so we have that. We got 2 little bits. And, I don't know what. Is there anything that is in. Like, I guess we could do tanks.
I guess.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something that does.
That's mostly still stuff.
Yeah,
It's just the projectiles.
That's exactly what I was like. What's some very static aftershow game?
Very low bitrate.
We gotta have like gonna have an unrelated special guest for episode 500. What's Rooker up to?
I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if Rooker's too famous to hop on random podcasts these days. Probably is.
Well, probably. Speaking of Stargate, Rooker shows up 2 or 3 times on Stargate. It's like, oh, it's Mary Poppins.
I don't remember. I'm sure he does. I just don't remember him. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's like because he did a ton of bit like TV parts, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you needed like a stern dad or like a bad guy or something, he was that guy. He was just a character actor, right?
I'm glad the stream's been mostly watching, but we're sending like a legitimate 1.17 megabits up to Twitch. And to be honest with you, I would have put it in 30 FPS, but that would cause me headaches tomorrow. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. That was a good character.
Yeah, Yondu is good.
Yeah.
Very different from the comics. I think it was an improvement. I like movie Yondu over comic Yondu.
Yeah, almost a full T1 circuit, yeah. Remember when, man, I think both of you are too young to have that dream, right? Like living that dream as a kid, you're like, man.
I think for me it was like T3 was the hot connection. T1 was like, you could get by on T1, but you want T3.
We had ISDN lines in Portugal, and they were not great. Then massively expensive.
It's the same damn line.
Yeah, no, I remember the first broadband connection that showed up at my parents' house was 128 kilobits per second. And then after like 5 months, there was actual competition, so they quadrupled the speed to 512.
Yeah, my first broadband was 100-ish. I mean, it would break 100. Man. I remember getting 500K, like, and bragging about it. Much later.
That was awesome. It was the first time I went over the cap. Because the cap was, I think it was 12 gigs. And I went up to 20 that month. And my mom's like, so you're paying for that?
Metered internet, man.
Yes.
I've only tasted that for that little bit of moment when I had the Uverse, and for that last month when they were like, hey, you get X amount of data. I'm like, bye. And I had that last month, and I was watching it. I'm like, yeah, I couldn't use this. And there wasn't an unlimited option at the time. It wasn't. They were like, no, we're just gonna fuck you each and every month. We're AT&T.
What was it?
Hi.
Rogers was like $20 a gigabyte for overages. It was nasty.
Set in place just to hope.
It's A-Man needs to get banned.
Oh, everyone report it's a man.
Ah, right. Someone's getting banned like right now.
I would do it, but I'm too lazy to move my hands to my keyboard.
Pretend it's a minigame.
Let's see. Bye.
Instructions. This is what's gonna be the fucking result I type. Yeah, that's if I'm trying to ban him like I'm playing long key up. That's what you're getting.
You forgot to remove the space.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fair point.
So I wonder how that game, the keyboard typing works on the deck, on a virtual keyboard.
Not verified for deck.
I would submit that to get verified just to fuck with them.
Now I'm curious. Can you actually beat the game with the on-screen keyboard?
You mean like
Probably.
to save a family member or some shit?
No, well, because like, have you used the Steam controller keyboard? It's actually not bad.
I've accidentally opened it once and I weed myself a bit. It's like go away.
It's actually not terrible. Like in terms of like typing, it like does its best to emulate like a BlackBerry, It does a decent job, I would say.
Like using the areolas to just move the cursor about and tap when you want to hit the key. That's actually very intuitive. It was very well done.
Yeah, it's like a fake BlackBerry, right? It's kind of the same idea as. So yeah, I think you could maybe get away with it with the virtual keyboard and the areolas, maybe. How many points is the touchscreen though? Is it a full 10 point or is it just like Strider?
Most importantly, we have to find out what it tastes like.
Put many fingers.
Yeah. Well, I'm the taste tester at Linux Gamecast. I gotta go lick all your consoles.
I'm really curious as to, can you install Windows on it from the SD card?
Like install Windows onto an SD card? Or
No, from the SD card. Like,
I guess it depends if the BIOS lets you boot off it.
Well, the official, unofficial, like from Valve's like, yeah, you got to use the dingle dongle to install Windows. You got to plug in a USB drive. Like, can you do it from the SD card though?
Like I said,
if the SD card reader is just mounted to an internal USB port, yes, because that's just an external device.
UFI.
No, I don't want COVID that bad, Gamotron.
All right. Let's get a bow on it. Marmite? I'm still on the edge on whether or not Marmite is a real thing or just a practical joke that's gotten out of hand.
I mean, just because I ate out your mom when she was having a yeast infection doesn't mean I actually like Marmite.
That's Marmite. That's a different
Marmite, yes. Excellent. Good job. I love it.
I mean... All right. We got one little bit of hate mail. So... I gotta get in here with pliers. Tighten this thing. I don't like wiggly mics. All right, you know what? I don't mind wiggly mics, but I don't like wiggly $500 mics. Let's put it like that. On top of glass desk.
I would say Empty is definitely a wiggly mic. I've seen him walk around.
Oh, God damn it.
What?
Wiggle.
I have this wiggly. There we go. Jessica Chobot licking the PSP. Yep.
Do you have like rubber hose style animation Empty just like walking like
a very wiggly.
Oh man. All right. Yeah,
I want to see Empty in the new Cuphead show. Yeah, absolutely. Just have him. It's like, hi, I'm Mike Tehan. You don't know who I am, but I'm here now.
Something you might want to think about. What would the mobile gaming landscape look like today? Because now you have the Nintendo Switch, and now we have the Steam Deck. What would it look like? I don't know if Sony just didn't skullfuck the
If
PSP?
Sony hadn't Sony'd the PSP, yeah.
I thought you were gonna go with what if the Game Gear had won. I think that's a very interesting conversation to be had.
The battery technology still doesn't exist to keep that thing on for more than an hour.
No. That's the timeline where they invent fucking cold fusion so that they can get like more than 20 minutes.
Right. That's an interesting timeline. It is.
Your fission-powered handheld. Yes.
All right, everyone.
Man. Did you watch Raised by Wolves this week? Is like, your robot has broken down. Please evacuate the area immediately, as it will get radioactive when this product fails.
Oh, nice. LGC outro, locked and loaded. That's good. Wait, did I move the thing? Yep. Boop. There we go. Record.
It's buried in the desert right next to the copies of E.T. exploit. That's how deep they needed to bury it because of the radiation.
Hate mail in 3, 2.
Yeah. You're not that big a fan of this part of the show as I am. That much is clear. Because, yeah, you know, people throwing their complaints at us is kind of how I measure how well I'm doing with my life. Because if I'm not
spend your time when you're
off,
bored and lonely.
well, yes, that too. But if I'm not pissing anyone off, I feel like I'm failing. So chances are I said something during the show, or Ven said something, or Jordan said something that ticked you or rubbed you the wrong way.
I got a real question for you, Pedro.
Go ahead.
Let's say tomorrow, for whatever reason, who makes the Dark Souls?
From
software.
From software.
Namkai Bendo.
Yeah, what if they pushed out a hard patch that just permanently broke it under Linux?
I think Valve would have a word with them.
No, I mean, what word are they going to have? They're
I
like,
would be annoyed, but yeah.
What would you do? I mean, would you play it on PS4?
No, I don't think it came out for the PS4.
Would you?
I don't know these days.
I don't know.
Would you install Windows on your PS4 to play Elden Ring?
Exactly.
No, but I've had Linux running on that PS4. It's very easy to do. You just fire it up on a browser, and there, exploit done. Yeah.
Sounds like something you could do by heading over our contacts.
If you'd like to let us know about your PS4 exploits, you can also absolutely do that. linuxgamecast.com contact button. There's a form you gotta fill. Hold off on the URLs because the bot will, it'll just
Bot's gonna bot.
It'll be filtered out, so don't. There's a couple other caveats. If you're a game developer and you want to send us keys for your game, please do. Just make sure you include 3 so that we can all play it. That's our only requirement. That's it. You don't need to pay us. You don't need to, just 3 keys. That's it.
No, that's an easy 3. That one's a little more difficult. That's
I
think you're just telling people something at this point.
I don't know.
Isn't that the Dane Cook thing? That's what Dane Cook fans do.
I'm not even going to Google that, man. So Ayrton writes in about wine problems because Jordan is correct.
What?
It seems so. Jordan is correct. Never. Wine Proton solves the game portability problem for now. But in the future, Valve may drop Proton support. Either that, or who would want to keep futzing around with Wine and Proton until it functions like intended? Ayrton, I would like to introduce to you the last 20 years of fucking around with Wine trying to make shit run.
Yeah, also, Valve just released a device that basically runs on Proton. In fact, it runs so much on Proton that
I want somebody to
had a very big issue with that.
Misquote Pedro on this. He just said SteamOS runs on Proton. I want a Games Radar to report that shit.
So yeah, I do think they have.
They probably would, yes.
I think they do have a very, very strong motivation to keep futzing with Proton until it functions as intended. They banked their latest hardware thing on it. So
yeah, no, I don't think my concern was ever that Valve would stop supporting Proton because, like Ven said, like Wine development will continue. I'm just, my concern is more about like the long-term tenability of trying to like make all of this very specialized software work in Proton and what that means for a code base. Like the Proton
and
releases
having the de facto monopoly of Valve just being the one company on top of being the one game store.
Yeah, like it's a long-term problem. We got to be critical of it. We can reap the benefits of it, but it's not an infinite resource. I don't think it is, and I think most people would be a fool to believe otherwise, right?
Well, I think there's like specialized problems that we're not even pondering. I think one was brought up this week with Elden Ring. Like, you think you're the Elden Ring developers, now all of a sudden you got your player base going, why the fuck does this run better on the Linux thing? The fuck? I mean,
over a translation layer instead of native.
Yeah, fix our build. I want a refund.
And then the bottleneck is Valve, right? Like it's on them and their ability to identify and resolve these problems in Proton. Like it is a limitation. Valve cannot theoretically do this for every single game. It's going to be only a few games, and what impact does that have on Proton as a whole, right?
Well, here's another thing, especially with the Proton. I was watching the WAN show last night, and Linus, not that one.
Not that one.
He was playing Horizon Ginger Turbo, and he's like, yeah, the first 5 hours is great, but like 6 through 10, it gets buggy and shitefest. To which my thought on that is that like, just because, yeah, Valve can't pay somebody to go through every game to completion, especially like open world and all the quests. And so how deep can they go before they can say this is Dex certified? They brought this up during the show, which I think is a good point, especially if this is like your IP and Valve's like, no, man, this thing works great as intended 100%, and it starts eating shit. Like, but then again,
but at that point, is that a Proton issue, or is that a game
how
issue?
it operates on?
If you're Sony or if you're Gorilla and you go, well, we didn't really put any effort into making this port. Is it worth it to even continue?
That was a shit port when it first came out as well.
Yeah, is it worth it for us to like actually fix it, or like, no, we got this as a value add from being on Steam. Like this, if you can play our game like that, great. But we never intended you to be able to do that, right? At what point do the developers say that?
Or do they get that disclaimer on their page? Like, hey, we do not support. I mean, if I'm just trying to think of the other side, because it's real easy for us to go, yay, oh, this is great. I'm trying to put myself in the position of, we don't have anything to do with Linux. We don't know how to support Linux. This is, why are people blowing us up?
This is a thing that Valve did, but that's the thing. I'm sure if they went to Valve and they said, no, don't make our game Steam verified or don't advertise that it can run on Linux, I'm sure Valve would be, okay, we'll just not advertise your thing.
What's interesting is like, maybe like we've seen guys like Square and whoever go to Code Weavers, and I think like this is the time for these guys to like step up and be like, yo, if you're not looking at creating a native deck version for your experience, we are the people with the expertise to actually like fine tune this stuff. You need to be engaging us. We need to like. They need to be bringing that business to these development shops.
The problem with that is we end up in the same situation we have with unmaintained native ports, because that money has to keep flowing in unless they develop that talent in-house in the game studio, and that becomes common enough to where they can maintain it themselves.
Right. And that's kind of what we're seeing now, is that a lot of like the advanced Proton stuff is a result of like GE's a Red Hat, Eggy's a Red Hat employee. Let's not mince words. He's not like a hobbyist. He is a wine maintainer by trade, so he knows how to do it. But it is ultimately a community effort, because it's him putting it out, it's the community testing it, providing feedback, blah blah blah. So like I don't know. And the Code Weaver stuff does eventually get upstreamed. It's just a matter of like, that has to be baked into the agreement. Is that going to be a thing that studios are going to agree to? It's a much larger problem than it seems like on face, right?
It is. There's we fuck around and find out. That's the ride we're all on together, everyone involved, and that's just how it's got to be.
It's very, very early days. Very few people, actual end users, have the deck on hand right now. So we'll have to wait and see.
We look forward to more people having their hands on their deck at the end of the day. Also,
we're going to see Striders next week.
Basil, 26-month resub. Thank you for that.
Oh, thank you, Basil.
Thank you, Basil.
It took me a minute. It takes a while. I didn't have that many. I had to take off my shoes to count all the way.
Your shoes?
Shoes, hand shoes.
Hand shoes, yeah.
Mittens.
On that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to deck ourselves right up in the holes. That's a euphemism, I'm sure, if you squint. But if you want to get a hold of me, I'm just at Vin Stone on Twitter. I'm at Vin on our federated timeline over at mastodonmast.linuxgamecast.com. And I'm always hanging around in our IRC and our Discord. We got that. Come hang in there if you're a Twitch sub or a patron, because that's where we're at the other 6 days of the week.
I'm Jordan. You can find me creeping around on Twitter for your deck picks at The Burning Fool, or very rarely streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/burningfool.
And if you're playing Elden Ring and if you see a summon sign for just a character called Pidra, that's me.
Anybody you see, just jump and try to murder the fucker, and hopefully you'll get
And you can invade me, that's fine too. And if you're on the multiplayers, just put Linux on the first multiplayer group, or whichever multiplayer groups you happen to have open, because there's already quite a few people on the Linux group, so by all means, come join us.
Are they a bunch of rotten assholes? Are they griefers?
I learned about watching you, Dad.
Fair enough.
I've seen a few messages from the Linux people.
By the way, people,
that's actually been
Arch
very
turned
nice.
20 this week. Get off its lawn.
I'm crumbling to dust. Oh no.
Oh, God.
Well, we gotta thank our advisors. We got Omegas Arthurian. We got a new one. Or no, we got a new executive producer. LDS, Barbram, Scott Machode, Mr. Foxduck, Atomic Task, Mike G, Mike T, Drummer, Kohaku, George, and Tomas, and our little Nicky fans, Darkwing, and Abstraction.
We got Dutch
And Jack
Notes.
B, Renault, Rudder X Machina, Trudgy, Vertinuda, Justin, Frostclaw, and Strider, Nova,
got
Peasel,
Gerlings.
Chad, Romeo,
Like more Thomas.
Marson,
All of us.
System T,
Phil.
yes,
Phil won some games last week.
Gidgeray, and I'm still not entirely sure. Kai, you need to tell me how to pronounce your new name.
George.
Beautiful people. Keep your hands on your decks. Keep your hands where you can see them, along with your decks, and don't resell your deck. That's dangerous.
Spread your cheeks, lift your taint. Bye-bye.
In that order. All right. There we go. It's done.
We made it.
Ain't nothing gonna stop me. No power outage. Comet.
Charter just fucks.
Yeah, George
fucks
just
off.
kicks in the door, rips like ah. I'm like, why are you dressed like Snidely Whiplash? Yeah.
Why are you dressed like D. Snyder?
Come back.
so
I want
confused.
Can I get a selfie?
That's a good Halloween costume. D. Snyderly Whiplash.
Make it happen. All right, everyone, we're going to kick over to the after shows, and because that's an incredibly bad idea, that's where we invite the community to hop on live. They can get some of that 480p goodness. They say they've been vintage on Twitch along with us.
I'm gonna push that bandwidth as far as we can go.
Yeah, that might not work at all, by the way. Good point.
Calibrate your
One thing I
expectations
noticed-
accordingly.
With the Elden Ring invasions is that I haven't been invaded a lot, but whenever I'm like helping someone with a boss or going through a pretty rough area, I just put down my summon sign, and if people want help, they can summon me. They get invaded a lot. Me, not so much. I think I got invaded like twice, and one time I got invaded as soon as I entered the boss room, which means they spawned in and got immediately sent back. It's like, oops, sorry. I did not know you were coming, otherwise I would have fought you.
I don't know how any of that works. I know it's leave it to Dark Souls to make like multiplayer fucking curiously complex.
Yes.
So, from a purely game design perspective, I find the multiplayer implementation in Dark Souls fascinating because they try to do it diegetically, which is something I'm always a fan of. When you try to like explain game mechanics through like your fiction and your world. But as a consequence, yeah, it's a little non-intuitive because it's very much like I'm gonna like create a sign and summon a phantom, and it's gonna be like, yeah, some rando on the internet.
Well, this is the thing. You can put it down to like Dark Souls is the one game, I mean, with the possible exception of like Wolfenstein, Youngblood, that you need to go read the manual. Like, how do I do this?
Yep.
To be fair, they've been consistent. It's a weird system, but it's been weird and weird in the exact same way since the first Dark Souls. Yeah. So,
Yeah, like I said, it's fascinating from a game design perspective. Like I think they did. It's compelling at least. Is the camera the capture card going?
something's happening because I keep getting the test screen on Jitsi.
Yeah. And then Ven disappeared. I'm waiting for like the screamy face to show up.
At some point, that will show up, yes. I'm glad I'm not that photosensitive because seeing those many colors show up as often as they do. Yeah.
Booga, 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 booga. Booga, 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 booga. This is the most demented game of peekaboo ever. My God.
Yep.
I see you, peekaboo. Oh man. That 4 megabits up. Although to me, this seems more of an OBS thing, or like a something at the source of capture. I don't know.
Could be, but yeah, no, I just changed the video to because it was distracting. If nothing else, it's like, oh, oh, oh.
Oh yeah, no, it is setting my ADD off like something fierce.
What is up?
Very bright colors.
What's wrong?
We're getting
The
a test
return
pattern
video.
flashing on the return video. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
yeah. I figured as much. That's why he stepped away. Booga booga booga. Blub, 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 blub. I'm a black screen now.
Go on, Strider, run the benchmark. Run the benchmark and send us the number. So, tanks, you said.
Maybe not. This is the game getting the return video.
Yeah. Right now the game is see if stuff works.
Do you know what wubba lubba dub dub means? In my people's tongue, it means
Katana Vendetta is awful. It's not the benchmark. It's the game.
Holistically
Alright,
terrible.
that seems to have stopped.
I unplugged and
Yeah.
cut off and cut on all kind of shit, so maybe...
Excellent.
Neat.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Alright.
That's how I fix problems with iPhones.
Oh, we're back. Oh, maybe not.
What? No, I just...
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are fine? You're getting video?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Alright. Let's go ahead and hop over to the after shows then.
Take 2.
Take 2.
Oh, man. Wasn't Turbo Detta like the cyborg version of What's-Her-Face from the second Dark Tower book?
Mayhaps?
Detta Williams. She got like merged with Suzanne to make Susanna the personality gestalt.
I don't know, I hear Gestalt and now all my brain associates with that is near.
Near.
I used to say gestalt, but then I heard someone call it a gestalt, and now I can't stop saying it like that.
Gestalt.
Yeah, no, I say
Gestalt.
Gestalt because of you, so.
Excellent. The brainworms are working.
I don't know.
Gesundheit?
Yes.
Maybe.
Syntax error? What?
Was that a katana steel?
I believe so.
Did Renee speak?
There was an attempt at a katana there.
I know the word gestalt from the optional rule in Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, where you could simultaneously be a like a barbarian and a fighter, and like every time you gain a level, you get everything from both.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, it's not. Fighters get a bunch of feats, and barbarians get to
and,
rage.
Barbarians D12.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some people get feet, other people get hands, you know.
Listen, man, Whitey's got to pay. Price is baby hands.
Oh, that's a new one, Strider.
Hey, what? What's that going on, man?
Uh-oh.
I
The
think they're going,
authentication
"Fuck
servers
it."
are down.
I think they're just going, fuck it. No one's playing this game anymore. No.
No, they
Damn
are.
it.
They are. We looked this up. People are still playing this game.
Yeah.
I lost all my NFTs to Pedro because I bet them all.
Good thing you had
Oh
none.
my god. Oh,
Still-
no,
yeah.
no. No, I don't want casinos allowing NFTs. No.
No, it's better. It's a casino that you put in NFTs into a slot machine and you get more NFTs.
Could I trade this NFT in for chips? No.
And Gameatron, yes. Shell shock.
Probably a good idea.
Probably an idea, I think. Why
That's
did it-
gonna probably be the most advanced thing we dare try.
Yeah. I was jokingly going to say Left 4 Dead.
I know you
but-
love having this conversation with me each and every time, Michael, and you even know what I'm about to say. And you're gonna say, "Oh, God damn it," and then you do the thing, and you come back, and you know.
All right then.
What? I mean, we've done it enough where I can like write the
I
script.
know, yeah, I know.
At
But
this
I was
point,
working
you
last
just
night just fine. I haven't touched anything since yesterday.
it fucks up every time
Since
you.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, doing the same thing and expecting the same results doesn't seem to be a part of how Susie works.
Well, I don't go around on the internet accusing people of being sane, so.
I don't know.
I
I
do.
don't think I'm sane.
I just say, you sane person, stop, stop being sane. You too, sane person. I'm tired of all you sanies being all sane up in here.
I do that at work. It's like, no, you're making sense now. Stop it. What are you doing? Oh,
You know
there's
what?
an Oxford.
You know what? Instead of having zanies, we'll have sanies. Oh. Well, there was somebody for a second.
There's no Oxford.
We got the Dell keyboard cam of Oxford. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh god, I might as well do it. All right, hold on.
Show us your bootyful face, Foxy.
Is that game audio route? Yeah.
Let's see if we can get Ben.
I mean, yeah, it's your chance to, you too could bring down the stream. I mean, pile on.
Listen, this is valuable data to give to Charter.
Yeah.
My download is like 200 megabits lower than it normally is, which is a weird thing to complain about when you think like, oh yeah,
But then
That's
that
not the
feels
download
like a thing you
issue.
should be complaining about.
oh, we're
if you're-
complaining about it.
Yeah, right? Like-
yeah.
I mean, ostensibly you're paying for it, right?
Oh, I'm paying for it no matter what. Because that was the conversation I fucking had with him. I'm like, yo, what about the fucking SLA? Because they're supposed to have somebody out here in 24 hours. I feel like it would be endangered.
It's windy.
Yeah.
It reminds me of an old
That's
Penny
a good-
Arcade
that's a new
comic
one.
where like Gabe is calling the internet support. It's like, yeah, you're only getting up to 100 megabits. Oh, fascinating. Then maybe I'll just pay up to my bill.
Right. If you want to fucking prorate bandwidth, prorate the fucking, yeah.
I will pay you up to my bill. Yeah, sure. That's what we agreed on.
But you see, Jordan, we'd really like it if it was the same amount of money each and every month, no matter how much you use. Because you got to understand, we kind of oversold our available bandwidth. You know, we're just small
So now
mom
you
and
gotta
pop
pay for the good
multinational
QoS.
corporate- Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. We're holding your traffic hostage.
There's a mirror.
It's Mirror's low-key Total Recall cosplay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there he is. This way, gone hoarder.
All right, I need to pee. Give me a second.
That's what we need to have, like horde busters, like Mythbusters.
Can you make like garbage angels behind you, Mirror?
Probably.
Can you like dive into the back and be like, "Yay, trash"? He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
Oh, you can see he's on it. He wants to do it.
Yeah. He's resisting hard. Willpower, Patrick. I believe in you.
It's too much. Too much direct contact. Daily win bonus. The fuck is that? It's locked. I don't get it. Boo.
Yeah, you get it if you win a match, and then you can click it, and then you get to spin the wheel of booga booga.
Oh.
To see if you get more gears.
TIL?
Yeah.
Yep. And sometimes it doesn't give you the gears. I actually got the 100 one once, and it's like, yeah, but you're not getting it. Fuck you.
Friends only.
Yeah, I've got that bouncy skull with the gears.
Okay, I'm going to put it on 8. Nubbin is very snuck in. Nubbin beat Alan.
Oh.
We're in.
I'll give everyone a chance to hop in while I get the shot set up. Hey, look, guess what? It's already set up from last week, so we're good.
Excellent.
Winning.
Who's that?
Turns out laziness is the
hi,
best way to go forward.
Oh, there's a Strider.
Hello, Matthew.
Oh, bonjour.
Yay.
Are you gonna? Are you?
I'm not
Oh,
kidding.
we got
I'm not
Vendetta.
Yeah.
How's it run Shell Shock? Can you play Shell Shock on it?
So Shell Shock is one of those unsupported games. So I'm going to try installing it and try seeing.
Yeah.
It's
It's because it does have the Unity screener note.
Yep. But
Okay, so it's not a big download. So it says Valve is still working on adding support for this game.
it doesn't even let you launch it.
No, it does, but it's just warning that it's.
Okay.
Yeah,
still-
we are no longer responsible for your act.
I mean, yeah. But once you get past the Unity screen and nope, it should be fine.
I mean, with GameScope, that's really a non-issue. With the touchscreen and GameScope, yeah, unless you have to enter stuff on keyboard, but like having to click buttons and everything, that's not really a big problem.
No.
Launcher. So it does say there's a launcher. There's a warning like don't show this again. Launchers.
Okay. I appreciate that Valve has a shut up button, but we'll see if it actually obeys the shut up button. Oh, what? We got
hang
what
on, I
is
can
this
see
weekly
it.
daily
What was
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yes.
yes.
Sneakly daily Saturdays.
Oh gosh, I just got done doing a podcast for about 5 hours. So I'm like, well, I have all my gear up. Let me just come in.
So yeah, we're going for another 5 hours
There
then.
you are.
No.
If Ven's internet holds, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Hang on. Let me embiggen Macho.
Well, okay, so we got into a match. Okay, get into the online game.
What?
Yay,
No,
Gordon.
but
Yay,
I don't have.
Pedro.
Oh yeah, I do have.
Hello, Jill.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's it feel in the hand? Like, is it comfy?
It's good, yeah. Not too heavy.
Seems to be easy to handle.
Do you have the same complaints about the analog sticks as some of the internet does?
No, Strider has like long thumbs.
Yeah, I don't have any
Yeah,
problems. Like, what were the complaints? Because I haven't. I posted, like,
The person couldn't reach the
The
analog
position,
sticks.
because they're a little too high up. That's what people complain about.
no, I have like long figures. Yeah, that
You can
shouldn't be.
replace the sticks. So I'm sure.
Well,
someone
yeah,
can do that small.
Well, yeah, as someone with large hands, it looks like the Steam Deck would actually be pretty comfortable.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be fine.
Simple. Click and
That's the
drag.
thing. I have one large hand and one not so large hand, so.
Yeah, I'm
at
curious
least you
what
still
the
have a
accessibility
thumb,
options
though.
are going to be
Thumb.
like.
If
Like,
it's anything like the Steam controller, I really like the Steam controller because you could literally swap everything
Yeah.
that goes on the right side to the left. It's like, oh, that's really
Well,
nice.
I'm
Yeah,
wondering
that's
too how much you could also like leverage the touchscreen too, just to like make some stuff like a little closer
Yeah.
for your. Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be plenty of things.
Strider, you gonna join our room?
Yeah, I'm just trying the tutorial. It works pretty well. How do I leave? Leave. Yes, leave match.
How do I leave? The leave button.
I've never really played this game. No, I don't want to play the church.
So what condition did it arrive in? Did it arrive alright?
You just join through overlay.
They just overlaid.
Okay, overlay. So Steam, 2 game details. So, can I join here? No.
Does it not give you like a easy way to do that?
Should we like right click on the person?
Like there's no join game option?
I'm looking for that.
I'm in, Matthew, so you should.
Oh,
Or
there's
no,
a Jill.
wait a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
but-
never mind. You won't be able to get
Oh,
in.
I'm sorry,
because-
Matthew. I took your spot. Matthew, I can exit and you can come in. Or how about the next game? I'll let
So
you in.
Yeah,
then you should be
yeah,
able to right click and join, can't you?
I mean, yeah, it'll give Strider some time to figure out what the join thing
Yeah,
is. Cause,
yeah.
like,
Okay.
yeah, because okay, so you'll get rejected now because
No, I don't
yeah,
do
because
that.
the room's full.
Game.
But
No. Community.
Yeah,
no.
Gameatron, I added you, but yeah, the room is full right now.
Yeah? Oh.
so Strider, what were you saying about the battery lag? What were you playing and for how long?
So I mean, it's not really a good battery test because for a while the console was turned off. But
Okay, yeah.
my stream was 3 hours long, and I played a bunch of stuff like from Street Fighter 5 to Godfall and Golden Axe and Kirby's Dream Land. And at the end of the stream, I had 31% left.
Nice.
All right.
Wow.
But yeah, you were just like getting into games, playing for a little bit, seeing like how they ran, and
Yeah,
not
the most
anything
I've
for like a
played
super
was-
prolonged.
The longest I've played was Godfall, which was like about 30 minutes.
And
I
how did
see
the
that.
battery take that?
I haven't done like any, like I've only seen the end of the game, so I don't know how much there was at the beginning. But yeah, I mean the batteries doesn't seem to be that bad. I mean, I haven't seen any issues with it.
Well, there's an
Okay.
hour, but it can't be in ice.
All right.
Seems to be handling okay. Gonna be able to get.
Yeah, no, it looks decent. I would love to get my hands on
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah.
And I know that
I'm-
Strider's a tall boy, but that doesn't look so big.
Yeah.
That looks pretty big to me. Not helpful.
yeah, no, that's a tiny portable keyboard, and yeah.
Yes, compared to the random moon device.
Board about
I mean, like it's a small keyboard. I have one like that.
I mean, I have.
I have
got a
that.
banana.
I still have that
There's a
scale 18 mug.
Yeah.
Banana.
Yeah, there we go.
Those are some tiny ass
There's-
bananas, man.
There's
How
our
much you pay for
banana for
those?
scale.
They're not that big. Yes, that's true.
Some
They are
itty
tiny
bananas.
bananas. Okay.
Okay.
What else could
And is that a Razer mouse?
No, that's a cheap eBay mouse, I think, or something.
All
Like,
right.
It's like the same size.
it's what? It's
Jazor.
motor speed.
Moto speed.
Moto
The-
speed.
The head of some cats on the.
Ah, it's a mad cat.
Oh, oh yeah, Rocat. No, Rocat still doesn't. What was the other one? Mad Cats.
It was a $20 mouse you bought. Got it.
Yeah, I wanted something cheap that could do also gaming. That's good enough. And right now, I don't even game on
Yeah,
it. On my,
I mean, yeah. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna fault people for not wanting to break the bank on mice and keyboards. Like, shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
and I already did break back on the mouse and keyboard with the Corsair stuff, like the wireless Corsair stuff. Let me get it.
Oh, the couchy thing. Yes.
I was debating
This
maybe
one
doing
was,
a couch setup.
16
Yeah,
pounds of
I used to do that
AliExpress
long
this
time
keyboard.
ago.
Really nice.
Yeah, because like once I get the TV in here, like I don't know, I could if I get another microphone, I can have like one set up here and one set up by the couch, and I could like set
Down
up a tripod
Incognito,
with a
thank you
camera.
very much for the I can't see the months
And
resub.
do the do the Pat from Super Best Friends thing, just like exist on the couch. That is a whole unit. Oh wow!
No, that's.
Yeah.
I mean, that's three different things. So there's a keyboard. That's this,
okay.
and then you have that mouse. You
Sure,
can also
mouse.
plug that in.
13 months.
And then you have
13
this.
months. Thank you very much, Down Incognito.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So it clipped the keyboard clips into that. Got it.
Yeah,
It's a catch keyboard.
You
Yeah.
can. It's like a lap board. You can play.
Yeah.
PS
No,
games on a TV.
I get it. Yeah.
It's like my preferred way to play Cyberpunk is play most of the time with a joypad, and when there's like shooting going on, I can still play on the TV, but use that for like the shooting parts.
Whatever happened to those split controllers that like you could do the?
Right? That never came out.
Yeah, those look dope, and I'm sad that they were like vaporware because I like legit wanted one, but I'm like, yeah, no, they're never gonna actually like produce them.
All right. So,
All right, that's good.
Is it ready time?
yeah, sure.
Ready, Freddy.
Alright.
So, team battle.
Ooh.
Tim battle. We all have to battle Tim.
Call me Tim.
Sweet.
Alright, so
Alright,
Jill,
alright.
Mr. Alert, and Nubbin. Right on.
All right, I guess I'm stuck here. I don't have enough traction to move anywhere.
Okay, so we've got.
All
Okay,
right.
so
Let's
we're-
do
we're
that.
All right, I'm going to use semen.
That's bound to hit someone.
yeah.
Probably not Oxford.
Close up.
He's a little too down, but it's bound to hit
Come on.
someone.
Taste the rainbow.
Yes!
Ow, ow. We did good.
That's not fair.
All right, let's see how this goes. Eat my seed, motherfucker. Skeet,
Not that
Skeet,
kind of live
skeet.
stream.
skeet.
Oh no.
Pinata.
Oh, yeah, it missed me. Yay.
La fucking cucaracha, bitch.
Okay, so. No, I don't want to do that. I
Oh
wanna
man.
do- Which one? I think.
Jill, there's not much to pick from. Just pick one.
Does
There's
she,
a
Well,
shooting,
I've-
exploding
I've-
one.
Yeah, I'm going through the
does she have all
weapons.
the instant kill ones? She's just yeah.
It'll run
It's
out
like
of
which
time.
one
Right.
which one of these instant kill fuckers? Ow.
Woohoo! Woo!
Ow.
I think I hit
All right.
Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ate some shit there. Let's see. Let's give that a whirl.
Don't think this is gonna work, but try.
Bounce!
Ow.
It missed me.
Nice. Yay, Pedro.
Okay.
Oh,
Still damage to Jill.
All right. Wow. There's a ×2 damage right in front of me. I'm gonna fucking die, or Foxy's gonna die. One of us.
I'm gonna die first because everyone's been aiming for me. So.
Poor Foxy.
Well, except for Ben, but yeah.
I mean, I have less health than you, so it's the smarter. Oh,
Kitty.
come on. Ow, yes, Alan.
ow,
Fuck
ow.
yourself. Boing, boing. Come on.
Okay, that's gonna keep
Come on.
bouncing there. Cool.
Boing, 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 boing. All right, boing.
See, I think it should be able to go through into infinity, like a no pull.
All right, let's.
I should be okay.
Wait, no, that's not what I was. This you.
Yeah.
It's not what I wanted to do at all.
Oh, froggies!
Eat my
Stay away
sperm,
from me,
Pedro.
froggy. No!
Eat my seed.
Gotta do it on that one.
Right in the face, Pedro. Right in the face.
I got hit with a froggy.
Froggy style, baby.
There. Woohoo!
Woo!
Oh, I got you, Jordan.
Yes!
Damn it. All right. Well. All right, Foxy. It's all you now.
It's all you dogs,
Whoa.
except for Oxford.
Except
Yeah.
Oxford.
I think Oxford might be stuck. Are you stuck? Are you able to like move backwards?
We can't now.
Wow.
Maybe
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's
I
see.
mean.
No more froggies. No!
Yes, more
froggies.
froggies. It's not easy being green.
That was all.
Okay.
You wanted to hear frog? You want... that was Yoda. That wasn't Froggy. That was Yoda.
You keep getting the green things next stop. That's why I don't eat meatloaf at your house.
I do have something against vegetables, that's for sure.
You do have green meatloaf.
Oh yeah!
All right.
Come on, hit. Oh, no. I was hoping to land a hit on Oxford, too.
Yay!
No, that thing would just like straight up wreck
Oxford.
things. It casually came in. Good luck.
It came in like Ron Jeremy on a wrecking ball.
No, don't.
Here comes Oxford. Right.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That's just, okay, the snack missed. So.
Yeah, he.
All right, here's what I want to do.
He went
I
for the
want,
×2 and not for the confirm hit.
on the second round, Matthew, I want you to play, but I want you to be the tank.
Oh, Juggernaut?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
I
yeah.
just select who the
Try.
Juggernaut is?
I don't think so. It's random.
I can wish.
I mean, we can just keep cycling it until it is.
That's
right?
too
Like,
much work.
I tried to offer a solution. That's what I get.
Roger. Shh. You're taking my voice because I keep saying I so.
See what you've
I
done.
have time
Jordan.
to mute, yes.
I'm very confused.
Well,
Oh.
Okay, really?
You know, he needs all the help he can get, man. Give him a break.
Because that second teeny tiny circle showed up there. Yeah, no, it's gonna hit me. That's fine.
Sometimes the game throws you a pity fuck. Sometimes when you play Shocker on the random map, one team is at the very, very top and one is at the very bottom. Fair and balanced. You dare question the shell shock gods?
Shell shock gods. Yes. Oh.
No.
That was a good shot, Oxford.
Really? Again?
Come on, Oxford, you can do it. I believe. You're free from being stuck on a slope. You can actually aim at things now.
Yeah, now if I just remember what half these weapons do.
No one remembers
okay,
what
no one
any of
does.
them do. It's RNG. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you get a bad one. I think airstrike is pretty self-explanatory, but that's the
Sorry,
best you
Melvin.
get.
What? Sorry.
No. Oxford. Use your shore up item. Use the fortify item. Don't even shoot. Just like do the thing that causes you to take half damage next turn. Yeah. Good. Not to backseat game, but I kind of want to see you succeed against all these chumps. Just because it would be hilarious if they all lost.
You'll come down to Arizona and
Oh,
play for
too
me.
far.
I'll set aside.
An airstrike.
Wow, double airstrike.
Oh no!
The airstrikes missed.
Wow.
Oh,
Eat all the
you
shit.
got it.
All right.
You got a portal around
right.
you. Don't
Yeah.
move, Oxford.
Stay. No, you gotta
No,
poke your
not
tank
now.
wiener out if you wanna shoot through it.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
Yeah, you gotta expose yourself just a little.
Yeah, self-immolation, not recommended.
Uh,
Ah.
oh,
Oh, there we go.
oh,
Okay.
Oh,
no, man, Oxford,
That was
Oxford,
good.
man, you can do it. I believe, man. You gotta fucking be a pro gamer. Pro gamer strats.
Yeah.
There we go. I think I. Oh yes.
oh. Who's had that banana?
Nice damage.
Oh.
Tank that shit, baby. No pun intended.
That banana did not do what I wanted it to do.
They rarely do.
Banana is not the most obedient.
Oh no, it's the moon. I don't know where the other two went, but okay, I'll take it.
There goes again.
All right,
Nice.
refill. Make him some goodies.
Excellent.
Oh no. Moons.
No, that went
Christ.
into the portal.
Darn
A
it.
little bit.
Right. Okay.
All right, this is where the epic music like really pays a dividend,
Yes.
right?
The needlessly epic music that this game has. Now it's fitting.
Now it's appropriate, right? Like, I hope Shell Shock won an award for its soundtrack because
Deserved. Yeah.
Oh.
That was
it's a
dead
banger.
on.
All right,
Where is? Oh, there he is. Okay.
you
Stealth
don't
mode.
even get
Yes,
the armor.
Back up a little there, Mr. Alert, because this is going to be a shallow shot.
Pedro's about scorched
Yeah,
earth his entire
just
team.
back shooting
Yeah.
in the back of the head.
Yeah, I couldn't help it. I had
I'm sorry, Ellen.
Like
Come
I
on,
said, this
destroy
was
him.
going to be a shallow shot.
I'm sorry, Ellen.
You did your best and you failed, Oxford.
Yay! Pedro and Alan, we did it!
Like they say.
We won, Jill. We won.
Yay! Woo! We did.
All right.
All right, Matthew,
Oh,
can
man,
you get
I
in the game?
Ooh, I can afford something
Yeah,
now.
Matthew. I'll get out.
What am I gonna get?
I'm already out.
I'm
already out.
I got 50 things. What am I gonna get? What can I
What about
buy? I can buy a.
Demotron? You want to try?
I got a map. I can buy an EMP blast.
We're about to see how easy it is to get into the game.
No, I found the joint game. You have to long press a user.
Oh, Foxy, you left?
And then-
Okay, because I was gonna leave for him, but
Well, you can leave for Gamatron.
Gamatron. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me leave.
Get out of here. We got 2 open slots now.
There
Yes.
you go.
All right, I see that he's got the game open.
All right. So now,
Gamatron, you can join now if you'd like.
view game details. Who's playing? Then long press. Then you get the menu. And join game.
Hey, the Luchers
Cool.
console has
Touch
joined.
screen thing. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, right? Like it's the same way you do it through the regular UI, except it's all full screen oriented. So you gotta.
Yeah,
That's
but it's a
fine,
bit
no one's
awkward
very good.
Because
All right, listen, we got one spot open. Whoever wants it can hop in.
All right, Gamatron.
Yes.
Come on.
Come in, Gamatron.
Do it. Suck with the rest of us. That's why. That's why our main streaming series is called "We Suck At," because you
Yeah.
just gotta allow yourself to be bad at something.
and you'll notice
On
that I'm
camera.
level 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
poor
look
Alan
at
is no
look
longer
look
level
look at
8,
Alan.
69.
He's look at Alan. He's such a tryhard. He's level 70.
I don't know. We got about 10 seconds and we're going to start anyway, so make your peace with whatever
Yeah,
you need
but
to.
what level is Scott at? I mean, that's a different story.
Scott plays this game for fun. He likes this game, so
That Gamatron, you go in. You can go in.
Upgrade points are for chumps.
Let's go.
All right, we're going.
All right. It's happening.
Waiting on Jordan.
I don't know.
Oxford's
I'm
going.
waiting on Oxford.
Yeah. All right. Keep getting ready. It keeps getting unset.
Yeah, the moral of the story is never ready up in this game until someone tells you to ready up.
Yeah, when you see Ven readying up, that's a good time.
Okay.
All right.
Mission accomplished then.
Move only. Okay, this is free for all. Fantastic.
Yes.
I've always wanted to feel what it likes to shoot a deck. I'm gonna shoot your deck off.
Alright.
Wonder if it does
Caught
have haptic
with your
feedback.
deck in your hand. It does. Damn it, that did not work out.
Overshot a little bit.
Yep. Alright. See, even level 1 Strider is better than me. That's how it works. Don't feel bad. This game is all about feeling bad.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Oh, I did 1 point of damage. Amazing.
19.
You'll love to see. You'll love to see it. All right. You had to be a big shot, did ya? Have to blow the crowd away.
Strider, who you aiming for? Oh, Oxford. Okay,
Ow.
cool.
Twinkle, twinkle. Did I hit nothing with the twinkles? God damn it. Fucking
Yeah, nope.
shit. Fucking hell. I hate this game.
Hey, it's a mini V.
Yeah. It's like little V Mills. All right, I'm gonna hi nubs. We're gonna do this. Okay. All right.
Oh.
Ow, ow, ow.
Excellent.
Oh, god damn it. All right, let's go for the moonshot.
Go to the moon. All right.
I have no idea how the fucking moons work, but we're gonna go.
I'm probably gonna blow myself up there.
They go up and then they go down.
Sometimes they come down. Sometimes they don't.
Wow, I'm glad I narrowly missed that one. I'm amazing. This game is great. All right. Do I want the Bulger? No, I don't. I feel the Bulger is inappropriate here.
Right. How's that bolt gonna go?
All right, let's. Nope.
Good, very good.
Zap. All right, noted. All right, we can do range finding. That's fine. Information gathering is still valid. All right.
Yes.
All right. Did he just
I
Super
just got a
Mario?
miss. Yes, it was the whatever Mr. Alert used there.
Right, I have items. I bought an item.
Yes.
You can just like use them, and some of them they don't even cost you your turn. It's the ones you have to pay for with the gears, though. Oof. Leveled.
Boing.
Items. What do I have?
Alright.
All right. What did you just give
Airdrop?
me? All right. That's this one, right? That's the tunneler. Gotta use that
I can never
tank
guess
wiener.
where the tunneler goes.
Right? Like
that arc that it does under the ground.
All right. If you hit something with a straight line, then it hurts.
All right. Oof.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah. It's raining, man. All right. All right.
Let's see. Okay, things have shifted now.
We're doing this nubbin. All right. Let's
Looks like it's about to be brought in. Some shit's about to get settled.
Fate has decided that today. All right, I lived, bitch. That's a bit of a cluster truck.
That's a big round of fuck you.
Yeah. All right. This game is terribad. What?
Didn't clear the black hole.
What? What?
Well, look at it this way, man. Alan's tank no longer has a mana bar, so I mean,
he's no longer boss tank.
I mean that might not be his final form either. So
yeah,
he could power up.
All right.
Come on, clear the things.
Ow.
Oof.
It cleared the things a little too well.
Did I just dodge all that shit?
Yes.
No, I took.
From the look of them.
All right.
It's so great seeing Matthew play it on the Steam Deck. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Hopefully the battery doesn't run out.
Yeah.
And I could run it at 15 FPS. That's a game that would
Yeah.
run it.
I mean,
Yes.
yeah. Actually.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
So right now it's at 2 hours, like 3 hours projected. And now
Oh,
let's
that will
see.
be enough time for the end of the stream.
Yeah, I think you'll be okay.
Shit.
And now
I was going for Jordan, but he did.
I died, but I hit Mr. Alert, which is all I really wanted to do. So I softened him up for I don't know whoever, probably Pedro, if I'm being honest. Maybe Strider can pull it out. Oh, this fucking game.
That did not work.
Yeah, there is a very good luck skill ratio going on here.
Clean shot for everyone.
Yeah, man.
3 players can be breathed on and they will die.
I'm going for the one far away because Oxford and Strider have been going at each other.
Instead of everyone working as a team and taking out Pedro, then settling the shit between them. No.
Strider just took care of himself. And Oxford did as well, so that's the end of that.
I won my NFTs back.
Thank you.
So, all right.
Two people saved me the work, but okay.
I leveled up. I'm level 29.
I got the megapixel. Yay!
1 megapixel. I got the yin yang.
Got the gravies.
The greebies?
I had a gravy once.
Gravies. I don't.
Gravy. I was gravy once. They put me in a rubber room. It was full of rats. Rats make me gravy. Gravy. I was gravy once.
All right, we'll run one more, so that means I'll open up one more spot.
Right, the slot is open. Join now or forever hold your peace.
All right, I got a tank upgrade. What do I want to spend it on?
Hey, there's a Gamatron.
I want to give something, Matthew. interesting and challenging to play on the deck. A game mode that I think
shocker.
Oh yes, with the routinely unfair math.
Isn't that right? Blank area where Pedro's video used to be.
Why is it doing that again?
I don't.
I'm using Chrome.
You know what that thing looks like an upset Cyclops. I just realized.
When are you going to put Windows on it?
Never.
Come on. Where's the hacker spirit?
I mean, I don't have the hacker spirits now. I just have the Linux spirits. Now I put Linux on stable devices and they stay there.
I thought you had like a grain spirit in that cup. That's that looks like a boozy. It looks like something boozy.
That's a margarita.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Angry Cyclops. Man, Pedro, you are now Angry Cyclops. That is your new name.
Yeah, they call him the AC, baby.
Yeah, next time unaccounted for is taken, I'll take AC.
Angry Cyclops.
Yeah.
All right.
He's only got one eyebrow, so which way is it pointing?
The angry way.
Yeah, that's...
Wait,
I mean, that's bullshit both ways. One is all the way up and the other one's covered by the mountain.
Listen,
well, lads,
part of this fucking thing is fucking like using the train, right? Like we just gotta bury our we gotta bury our goal so that no one can hit it. That's how we win.
All right, shoot the bulger towards that.
Yeah, yeah, like straight up. That's the plan.
Round the world.
Bulge me tulge, homie.
Well, if that's the plan, then I'm going to try and level the other side.
Yeah, no. Let's have some fucking strategy. It's not like anything does damage in this.
Yeah, you're not aiming for the peeps.
Yeah.
Up.
Okay, that came down significantly.
Yeah, come on, Orange Jesus.
Go. No.
Orange Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh,
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Bounce.
Bouncy.
Bounce.
It's going to be in that hole for a bit. Okay.
Okay. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. That's fine. It's fine. Oh, I got the yin yang. I'm gonna find out what the hell that does.
That's the spirit.
It's the spirit of discovery here at Linux Gamecast.
I'm just gonna drop an airstrike on top of the fucking thing. Just.
Wee boing boing. No, bad boing. Bad boing.
Ah, around the world, boy.
No.
Around the world. The world around the world.
Okay, so I think Strider's gonna go for the ball.
Maybe
not.
I'm gonna try and clear out. I'm gonna try and clear out turf. All right,
Yes.
let's full power yin yang. I don't know what this fucking does, but we're gonna see it. It's gonna be super racist. I don't know. we're gonna get so canceled.
Scott, I don't know how to spend my upgrade points. There's the problem. What the hell?
Robble.
Okay, I just wanted to clear out that little hill you were on, Ven.
Okay. All right, Matthew, I'm curious. How are you controlling this with the Steam Deck? Show me.
So you move this stick. I mean, it's the same thing as with a normal controller. If you use a controller to play, you'll have the same thing. So.
Okay. So you're not having to use the touchscreen?
No, not at all.
All right.
I guess to get past the Unity scream of nope, but
Yeah, that to click OK, and that's it. And you don't even have to do that. You can also use the trackpad.
cursor. Yeah.
You can
Come
have
on!
the
Damn. That would have been amazing, but you know we're not allowed to have nice things here.
No.
I'm gonna use the SUSE package manager and solve our problems or make new problems based on my experience with Patrick and Mr. Foxdog.
No!
That's
this
Sparkler.
Is like, this is like Linux cock teased cast.
Dude.
My balls, my soccer balls are so blue.
Something that will bring that goal down. Because now I have a tracer, I can actually adjust. Oh, come on.
Oh,
Zero, Bot Zero, this is Shell Shock Live. It's a really fun game.
Oh, I can't do anything with that. Let's.
All right, I'm going to use the funds. Henry Twinkler.
I like. Okay, wait. No. Bounce. Good bounce. Except, yeah. Wait.
The good bounce.
Maybe.
Bouncy bounce. Bouncy bounce. No, bad bounce.
Damn it.
Bad bounce. I want to write a song whose lyrics are literally just people saying vowels. Like the sun.
It seems like it'll be boring very quickly.
I don't know. This song's keeping it going.
Yep. Damn it.
Yes.
Excellent.
Hey, goal.
Shit's rigged.
Yeah. Fucking hacker crackerjackers. All right, let's V it up.
Further down a little bit, so let's scooch it up.
Mons
We can bring
pubis.
that goal of theirs down a bit more.
Use the V's.
Yeah.
V's. V for Vendetta, Curse of the Raven's Cry.
Oh, I saw a forum post for the
Remember the name of the pirate that I can't remember.
All right. So there's only one.
So you didn't remember is what you're saying.
No.
5 balls of fury.
5-ball death punch.
An ounce of
My
bounce.
My 5-finger death punch cover band.
I
We
need
just gotta
some
win this
weaponry.
game
To...
with 1 point.
Where's the
We just gotta win
Down
this
in
game
the
with
hole
1 point.
now.
Do I have anything that fucks hills up? No.
Oh, I got a builder.
And
Let's
to be perfectly clear, that weapon would have to be labeled fucks hills up for me to know about it.
All right. Build.
Yeah, we were
Build.
screwed from the very start.
Build more. Yes, excellent. Great.
Hey, that made it
Get
wiggle.
those balls off of Pedro's face. Get them
Okay.
on my face.
Have fun.
That ball is no longer in my face.
That ball is in my face. So let's.
Yes.
This would
I
be more
don't know how
entertaining
this-
if we had the ability, the opportunity to try to shoot the ball out of the air.
Real time.
Yeah.
Real time.
I mean, you could try and be clever with like the slower moving weapons to see if it hits it midair.
Oof.
Bye. Oh. No.
Yes. Yes. No. No.
Damn it.
All right, balls on Mr. Alert's face. Listen, we are team balls on face. I mean, you had balls on your face. I had balls on my face. Alan has balls on his face.
Those
my-
moons, though.
Those moons get shit done.
The moons. All right, no balls for Strider though, unfortunately.
Okay, shit's got leveled a bit now.
A little bit.
All right. All right. Well, what the hell am I doing?
I don't know what the hover ball does, but we're about to find out.
Listen, that's still a mystery to me.
Nope.
Nope.
Aha. Wait.
Yep.
No.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yes.
Come on.
In between Nubbin and Gamatron.
Okay. Tank wieners. I don't know. There's something about the tank wiener that just cracks me up. Every time. I'm a fucking child. I don't care.
I see
Tank
your
wieners,
doodle.
man. Hey Homer, I can see your doodle.
I got an XP.
All right, one more turn. We may have won this, boys.
Okay, spray and pray.
Yeah, just like don't score on ourselves. That's all we gotta do. All right, there. Strider got some balls on his face. They were my balls, but
Alright.
So blasted by
Now
people.
is proper last turn. Okay.
watch them just like score 3 times on us because it happens. Okay,
Oh, they cleared the major blockage.
Yeah. It took them all game to do it.
Oh.
Yes. Back on Mr. Earth's face. All right. You know what? We don't even need to do anything right now.
I don't want to hear that quitter mentality.
Fire away from the ball. Don't
Go
even
for the
make
win.
I am
chance.
firing away from the ball.
It's just going to make it automatic.
Here's our goal.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
The ball didn't
What?
move.
What?
Oh,
It's
No.
recorded. Yes. Spicy bullshit. Spicy bullshit.
Oh boy.
That's such bullshit.
What even was that?
Right?
That was some peak spicy bullshit.
Yeah, hover ball is like, nope, just fly into the room.
All right, Strider. Now that you've played it on deck, what's your opinion of Shell Shock?
I mean, that's pretty much the only time I've played it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
All right. I'm gonna do the daily win bonus. Am I gonna get gears? I got 1 gear. Okay.
Congrats.
Yeah, last time I got the 1 gear too.
All right.
All right.
Well-
Come on,
I've
100.
only gotten 100.
Big money,
Three.
big money, big
Money,
money.
no,
3 years.
Whammy.
But yeah, outside of the Unity screen of Nope, I mean, it works great. It should be rated like great on the deck, except for
Wait, it's got the unit.
It has a launcher, so it's only playable.
Yeah.
no, it's not even playable. It's still unsupported. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of games. That's what I've been saying like recently. Is that there's a bunch of games that are marked unsupported, but you'll try them and they work great. But it's because
Oh yeah. No, that's very, very red. Yep.
and maybe that Valve is planning to patch the game and remove the Unity screen of Nope at some point. So that's why they're waiting for that until they put it great on deck.
Makes sense.
Well, if it gets rid of launchers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Launchers can just fucking go
Right.
away, please.
just
Please and thank you.
nobody wants your fucking bullshit game launcher. I don't care if it's Rockstar or if it's fucking Unity. Nobody has ever said, yay, another thing I gotta click to get into the game.
And Farrell's already said now we're not gonna update the game. It's like
Farrell
stupid screen of
collected
Nope.
their check. They collected their check. They don't care about it anymore. Valve ate their fucking lunch, and now they're just like, well, no. No, you can play Mad Max on Proton. It's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go play.
But Feral never sold their games on GOG. That was disappointing.
You could buy them off their store, right?
You could buy a Steam key. off there.
It was a Steam key.
They'd give you a Steam key.
So, have you tried I'm saving a lot of questions for next week for you, Strider. If you're wondering why I'm not peppering you.
I mean, I can always re-answer them or answer them with a week more.
Yeah, you'll have better knowledge and like
Yeah.
Randomly
after holding it for a week and
right.
But already, I've done some pretty good testing already, and everything that's like the one I really want to get running is Street Fighter X Tekken. I really like, but it needs like some patches to remove games for Windows Live.
Yeah. I was actually surprised Bethesda updated Fallout 3 to remove that. That was surprising.
People are still buying it for mods, right? Like,
yeah.
Like that.
And they're
that's
owned
the
by
thing.
Microsoft now, and Microsoft probably is like, can you remove that? We don't want to remind people of that shit.
What about Skyrim? That had a launcher.
Skyrim, that has a launcher.
It does. All the Bethesda games have launchers, yeah.
The Oblivion has one as well.
Yep.
But yeah, again, with GameScope, that's not an issue. With the GameScope and the touchscreen, you just have to press. And also, you can use the Steam. If you press the Steam key and use the touchpad, then it's always the mouse. There's a bunch of,
they have that set as an accelerator. That's good, yeah.
There's a bunch of accelerators, actually. If you long press the Steam key, then you'll have an overlay with all the shortcuts.
Right on.
Oh, neat.
So you have Steam and R1, so that's for taking screenshots. You even have a zoom. What's the key for the zoom? It's you have the stuff for the brightness if you want. It's like the left stick. Then you have shortcuts for Enter, Tab, and Escape, because that's always useful. And yeah, toggle magnifier, that's L1. Oh, but that only works in-game, I guess. Because yeah, with this resolution and screen size, I mean, stuff is hard to read sometimes.
For the visually impaired.
That's also one of the points that they test for the verified thing, yeah.
I've always wondered what it would take to warp the visual image on screen to your prescription.
Might be impossible.
With the amount of shaders that people have nowadays that they just put into things, it shouldn't be that hard.
I guess,
It's like you go to the settings, type in what kind of prescription you've got for your glasses or your contacts.
Right.
Well, the magnifier doesn't work anymore. It did work at one point.
Oopsie.
It's not like.
Have you dropped it yet?
No, but I'm really scared of sitting on it.
Yeah.
Don't leave it on the couch. Don't just leave it on the couch.
That would be my big fear of it. Is like how physically sturdy is it?
I mean, it looks sturdy enough, but there's also this huge screen. So,
yeah.
I remember when I first got my Galaxy S10, which also has a really big screen.
Yeah, you probably want to get a screen protector for that.
Yeah, and it was before I got one. Before I got this like Otter case.
Yeah, the Otter boxes. Yeah, those are good. They're chunky, but they will like straight up protect your phone.
Yeah.
And I was running to catch the train, and I slipped like climbing the stairs, and I was holding my phone, and it landed like right on the screen. So I had to pay for a screen replacement like a week after getting the phone.
Oh, poor Matthew.
But the problem is like I could get replaced, and with the deck, if I break it, then yeah, there's no getting another one.
Nah, man, just be like, hey, send me another one. I broke the other one. Wink.
That's my big brain play with the putting up all the shit on iFixit. It's like, yeah, there is no replacement warranty.
Mm-hmm.
If you break your Switch, we are giving you the tools to fix it. Have fun.
So what I've noticed maybe that's something for the screen replacement, but there are like really tiny notches like on top of the screen, so you could like slide some tool on top.
You got a kitchen knife, right? We can try something real quick.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think he wants
If you
to
see
do
the
that.
iFixit video, that's how they cut through the adhesive to remove the screen.
Yeah. So that's that seems to be like those little notches on the both sides.
Is it as sturdy as a Switch? Is what Beastwick asked.
I've never did I hold a Switch? I don't think I did.
I wouldn't
Maybe
publicly
I did.
admit to holding one either, you know?
So okay, so I will say, like the main unit of the Switch is like kind of sturdy, but the Joy-Cons do feel crappy.
When they work.
Yes, when they. That's why I got the
When
big
they're
fat
not
boys.
drifting.
Oh man, those are great. I love those now. I will 100% thumbs up those hoary fat grip Switch Wiimotes.
Going for the kitchen
Or
knife.
those Joy-Cons. Like yeah,
He's going for something.
steak knife, steak knife, steak knife, steak.
Oh, there's nothing
he gets
wrong with a Switch. I mean,
I like playing games on the toilet.
Yeah.
And here's the deal. Once I get if I get a Steam Deck, then one will just become the upstairs toilet console, and one will become the downstairs toilet console.
and they both have fans on them, so they're full of poo.
Sucking in all the poos.
Yeah. That's how you know it's mine. It's called marking your territory. Animals do it for millions of years.
It's poofection.
Covering your possessions in your feces has been the way to denote ownership.
Oh, that was
Who am
pissing
I?
on things, not pooing on them.
Oh no, peeing and pooing.
Or licking them.
Yeah.
So
Preferably
Xbox
not in
doesn't
orders.
make the case yet.
Yes, no, if you're gonna lick it, do the licking first.
Like, you know what? Pick one.
No, it's
I
extra
would
flavor. What are you
almost be
talking
worried
about?
about the joysticks if I sat on it.
I'd be worried about anybody who fucking sat on it, because it's not small.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's
no.
large. Yeah.
You're gonna feel it. It's like, oh, hello.
Oh, no. Oh, you know what?
My
It's
butt?
it's the brand new folding Steam Deck model.
Yeah, right? I mean, it's not something you
Bengate.
want to go
The
out
new
and
Bengate is the Steam Deck.
Yeah, you don't want to do any elbow drops. It's not going to survive.
It's like going to an Apple store and being like, oh, is this one of those computers that can turn the screen around? Crunch.
I couldn't really find my Steam controller, but
Oh, can you pair the Steam controller with? Does it have a? Oh, that would be interesting. Does it have a
yeah,
built-in
it has
Steam
Bluetooth.
controller? Oh no, I'm talking about like a
sure.
built-in Steam controller dongle. Can you just like straight up pair your Steam controller to your Steam Deck?
They didn't mention any of that.
No, but that would be cool, wouldn't it be?
Wouldn't
Yeah.
it do?
Wouldn't it be indeed?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, if it's got Bluetooth, you could pair something to it.
like, it seems to be a very,
Oh, yeah.
very similar type of plastic.
That's
that
how
I
you can
used.
get sound on Windows.
Strider
Bluetooth
has-
Type C.
Oh, you know what? Strider has the USB to Type C dongle. You can just plug the thing in there, the Steam controller dongle, and pair it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way you can play it from across the room.
I mean, so this won't work with every game. So I've tried. Let me get. This big 8-bit 2 arcade stick that has Bluetooth.
Yay.
And with
Oh, I saw that
Street
picture.
Fighter
Yeah.
5 With Street Fighter 5, it didn't work because it would try to only get the first joystick, which is on the Steam Deck, and 8-bit 2 would be the second joystick. But when I tried with Skullgirls, that worked without problem.
I saw that you got Vampire Survivors. Have you tried
Yeah, and I bought the
8-bit-2
game. I bought the game on the deck.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
bought it on the
Oh,
game
okay.
on the deck? Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, I bought Chrono Trigger first, and then I wanted to see if they kept my my PayPal credentials and everything. about another game which is Vampire Survivors, and worked really well.
That's one of the things I would be kind of curious about, because I have my PayPal thing set in like hyper don't trust a fucking anything mode, where I always get the two-factor.
Yeah.
I mean,
where I
you
have
don't
to
get
visit the web zone. First I visit the web zone, then I get the default. Yeah.
But the first game I bought, like the Chrono Trigger, I had to log in to PayPal, enter my password and everything. So I guess it would be the same. If you have some kind of stuff to not remember credentials and stuff.
So there you go, everyone. If you got some questions for Strider, send them in over the contact form, and I'll.
Oh yeah, and I want
assemble them.
Switch.
What was it?
The kill switch from D-Brand.
D-Brand?
That has the little stand.
Oh, the case. It's got a very
as I said earlier,
bulky
OtterBox
case.
doesn't make one. They don't have one listed yet. So.
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can go on Etsy and find like bespoke like Steam Deck cases, because you know they put the stencils out so people can just make shit.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Just wrap it in duct tape.
Yeah, the
tape
one
and
from
bubble wrap.
D-Brand has a little tilting stand at the back, which is clever.
Yeah, the Switch has that built in, which is kind of nice. You can, if you want to use it as a little thingy. But here's the other thing though, is that's also the cover for the SD card, and I'm like, do I accidentally? That's where all the games live. Do I want that to accidentally pop out for some stupid reason?
Well, you got to make your Steam Dock. Your deck
My
dock.
Steam Duck.
Your deck dock.
Duck,
But
duck,
they're
duck,
going
go.
to release the dock in a few months. They have the dock with that little cable that goes to the top.
Yeah, but we can start our own social network called Deck Dock.
And
I have a WD-15 Dell dock from work. That's just a Type-C dock. So
I have one of the cheap ones from Amazon that works reasonably well. It
Docking for deck lovers.
Yeah, Deck Dock.
yes.
Dr. Deck Dock.
Your video has to be minimum 60 minutes.
Can it just be an episode of 60 minutes?
100%. You have to leave the commercials in, though.
Obviously, we got to see like the back pain medication and like, have you or someone you loved, blah blah blah. You might be eligible for a class action suit. Call 1-800-GIVEMEMONEY.com. 1-800-GIVEMEMONEY.com. That's my website.
It's going to be interesting to see what people come up with.
Yeah.
Steam Deck screen guard on Etsy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Strider, here's one. Virtualization. How well does it do on the deck?
Virtualization.
They turned IOMMU off in the kernel args. We did notice that. So
So you mean like running VirtualBox?
VirtualBox, KVM. I'd probably say like QEMU, KVM,
Gnome
over
boxes.
VirtualBox. Yeah. But yeah, no, just out of
Group manager.
because it's a computer and I don't know. I want handheld.
No, it's not. It's a console.
It's a console pooter.
Yeah, it's a console. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
we
my-
need to
my-
see how long it takes to compile a kernel on the console.
I mean, you could. I'm sure you can compile a kernel on a PlayStation 4 if you have the correct software. If you have
Hey
the
Alan,
dev
how
kit.
long does
But
it take to
the thing
compile
is-
the kernel on the Nintendo 64?
Too long.
Enough to cross compile it?
Yeah, just cross compile it. That's fine.
That long?
That is a man who actually knows the answer to that question.
Yes.
The
It's why
deck-
I asked.
The deck is the only console that the dev kit is the same thing as the console. So you don't need the powerful dev kits. You would only usually.
Yes, but in 30 years, that one's going to be worth about 4 times more.
So when you get your original one, are you gonna have to send the dev kit back?
No, I mean no one has and their dev kits. I don't think they want a bunch
So-
of dev kits back.
I gotta wonder though, like, how many bottles of water is a Steam dev kit gonna be worth in the future when we're all resource starved?
Bottle caps, baby.
I'll trade you my deck dev kit for, I don't know, a gallon of water.
3 more days of food, please.
What if you use your deck to power your stealth suits?
Your still suit, like in Dune.
Suit.
Back in Dune, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, but,
4,400
But don't those
watt hours.
those like run on like the pressure of your body moving through them, right? Like they're analog devices, the still suits.
Yeah. I like that in the movie they didn't mention P as part of the
Well, yeah. It lets you filter and drink your own pee.
yeah, but in the movie,
You lose a thimbleful of water a day. That's the whole point of the still suit. I read a
pumps were
book.
in the feet.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like the pumps in the feet. You move around in the desert, and that's what like operates the still suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, ReactOS straight up throwing shade, saying that sound works on ReactOS, but not in Windows.
The ReactOS people, you know what? They know what they're about. Like I can't give them shit for that, right? Like yeah, we're making not Windows. What the fuck do you want? Like,
and thanks again for linking that earlier, FX boy. That was.
Yep. Yep. Someone does need to get the Mac version of West of Loathing running on the deck, though, just to spite the developers.
Get macOS. You can get macOS running on a virtual machine. It's not straightforward, but you can.
So based on the power of that machine, which is more powerful than the machine I've done like mic virtualization on, it should be possible. I mean, everything that I've done on a Linux machine before 2015, I'd say, it should be doable on the deck.
You gotta run the Unigine.
Oh yeah, you can actually just play Oil Rush on the deck and drain your battery.
Yes.
In like 20. Oh, that's a good test. That's an interesting test. Yeah. Play Oil Rush for like however long you can on the deck until the battery dies. It is a benchmark. It's a playable benchmark.
Yeah. Might limit it at 15 FPS.
Yes.
It is a strategy game, so you can probably get away with that. Yes.
No, you should reserve that for playing competitively in Street Fighter V.
No.
Frame perfect latency.
We need
See how
15.
it deals with it.
We need 15 frames a second, no hit Elden Ring run. That's what on deck. That's what we need.
No hit?
No hit.
No hit.
No hit.
Not taking no hit. Okay.
Yeah, don't get hit once. 15 frames a second.
It's not even no damage. It's just no hit.
Don't get hit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
After you've run through the first 3.
Yeah.
No hit as well.
Blindfolded. Yeah.
Using your toes.
I mean,
that one dude has successfully gone through the first 3, so he just needs to do all the
have you seen the run where it's like the guy's playing through Mega Man 3, 4, and 5 all with the same input? Like it's one controller and the input is going to 3 different games?
Nope.
I want to see that for Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3.
Basically find a corner so you can just send whatever inputs and nothing happens on one.
I mean, yeah, that was kind of the run. Is just like figuring out like, okay, well, how with the input being mirrored to 3 different games, how can I beat each individual game simultaneously? Crazy shit. Like some people are just too good at video games, man. Like
Well, you think about it, like if that's all you do, man, like you better be good at it.
Yeah.
You get thrown sponsor money is like, yes, play the thing with the weird thing. Do it.
There is
And
like that
you'll
one
get
guy
thousands of dollars. Like,
I
fuck,
watch.
yeah,
He's
gimme.
a speedrunner, and he wears the cowboy hat. I don't know his name, but that's like his thing. He's got like the handlebar mustache, but he plays OG Ninja Gaiden, and doesn't matter whenever he's streaming. Months going, but that's what he's playing, man. Like that. Like if you want to know something inside out, I think if I was playing something that much, I'd want to like recreate it myself. Like I'd have to learn.
Yeah, you'd be like one of those Mario runners who like actually understands the Mario code.
Yeah, the physics. Right. They've stepped through it. They're like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I got this.
Yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, and we can actually like get it to execute code if we like jump in these positions. Yeah, like that understanding came from somewhere.
If I do this random jump here, then this level, this enemy will be over here. Like, okay. Huh.
Let's go ahead and write this value to system RAM.
Yeah, let's just engineer a buffer overflow, and then we know a point where that region of memory gets executed. So let's just like engineer a value in there and just execute it.
See, that makes me want a time machine just so I can go back and do a playtest in front of like Nintendo and that. Why? Like, yeah, drop the controller, walk out.
Yeah, and then there's like all the hidden shit in Mario too, like messages from Miyamoto. It's like, I put this there, no one's gonna find this, and then people crawl through the game code and they're like, we found it, and Miyamoto's like, did I put that there? I don't even fucking remember.
All right, everyone, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. We survived. We got through.
4 megabits of fury.
Yeah, right.
The terminals are pretty good.
And hopefully everything will be copacetic for next week, and we will get Strider on in a much more official capacity other than hold it up to the camera, play the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
hold the thing.
So it has an immutable root. It has an immutable root. So if you do sudo rm-rf -- no preserve root /* and just like time that, how long does it actually take? Like, cause you'll restart it and it'll be fine, right? Like, so.
Yeah, I won't have root trace installed. That's a problem.
Yeah, but you can reinstall it.
I'll have to.
You're a Lutris man.
Right now, I have to fix the Flatpak so that when the Flatpak is good, then it won't be an issue. Right now, you need to enable like developer mode. Do that BTRFS. Like disabling the read-only, because the primary partition is BTRFS and read-only. So you have to disable the flag and run a BDRFX, something like read-only disable. They also have a SteamOS command for that will make a shortcut for that.
Yeah, I noticed that in the recovery thing too. They have a bunch of wrapper commands for just like all that common stuff, which is nice.
Yeah. And I just want to have some way now to get Lutris up and running, and without the risk of losing it.
Yeah, flat pack. Yeah, like you said.
Cool. All right, Twitch. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna say our goodbyes on Discord as is tradition, and we'll see you next week with wavy hands.
Bye.
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 Love you all.
Bye bye.
Yay.